I just want to start off saying this. I am not going to be responsible for the abusement of Mr. House and all the cap that's been going on around here lately. Been a lot of cap. I got my brothers on. Introduce yourself and let's go with it.
Yeah, I'm Drico Bay. I'm from Checkerboard, Mississippi, and I'm just here to talk about boxing.
T.
What's going down, man? It's you guys know who I am, Tia Negrolo on Facebook. You know, Pathfighter. Lifelong analyst and enthusiast and boxer slash martial artist. Just here to give my perspective. I do my best to be unbiased, and you guys know what it is.
Yes, sir. Oh man, I got a special guest, my bro, Chris in the building, uppercuts.
What up? What up? It's Chris from Uppercuts Boxing. Y'all know what it is.
What's up,
Hey,
Chris? What's up, T? What's up, Goonie?
What up?
let's goody. Let's get it. Let's talk this boxing, bro. One of y'all got an echo, so when y'all get ready to speak, just unmute yourself when you ever get ready to go.
Is that me? Is that me? Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself. Hold on.
Somebody say something. It might be Chris.
Is it me?
Check, Chris.
Yeah, I'm here. Am I muting? I mean, is that echo?
Oh no, it sound good. It's a little echo coming from somewhere. I don't know where.
I think it's you, Goon.
Yeah, I think
I'm on
it
a
is too.
laptop. I'm on a laptop. Oh shit! Can y'all hear me?
Yep, that's clear now.
It's clear.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna take it off the table then.
Is it
All
clear
right.
to y'all?
Cool. Let's get it. Hey man,
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you clear. I hear you clear.
Okay.
Hey bro, it's been a lot of cap for people in their favorite fighters. So I've been seeing you and Bhouse going at it for about a week straight, man. I was hoping that he came on so he'd be able to defend himself because we using him for views. So I'm gonna let you kick it off, dog.
Man, Bhouse know better. Listen, man, I'm here to put the belt to Bhouse ass today.
Ooh.
Man, Bhouse know he gets on and he says, "Oh, Devin got to get his lick back. He got to get his lick back when it comes to Ryan. Oh, he just got to get. You know what? He got to get it in blood. It ain't no other way that Devin can redeem himself until he beat shit down Ryan's legs. There's
That's
no
what I
way
heard.
he can redeem himself unless he beat shit down Ryan's leg. I don't care who Ryan fight, who dare fight. He can fight Mike Tyson. He gotta get his redemption from Ryan Garcia.
So are you saying that he's saying something different now? Am I hearing that?
Now, when it comes to Earl, he
Uh-oh.
say, "Oh well, Earl is fighting Fandora. He's fighting for legacy. Hats off to Earl. He's a great boxer. He's Earl's just a phenomenal guy. He's a jolly good fellow. So the energy changed when it comes to Earl. See, I don't criticize Earl. I want to take all the credit or discredit Earl. I want to discredit all Earl fans that say that. So let's get that together. I think Earl's a phenomenal boxer. I think Earl is all of that as a boxer because he accomplished all of that shit being a one-dimensional player.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Uh-oh. That
Yeah,
was a
I'm not. I'm
backhanded
backhand.
comment.
Yeah, I'm backhanded complimenting. But he did all that, and no question, he's arguably number 2 in the world now. His record speaks for it. He was going through niggas. He was going through his opposition. No question, he's number 2 now. And until somebody else beat him. Now we can't say on one hand that Devin has to fight Ryan Garcia to get his lick back, but pat Earl on the back with the post, the little pity post that they put up that say,
Uh-oh.
Earl cleaned out the division. He boxed everybody. He's a phenomenal boxer. This, that, and it. I thought I was reading an obituary, man. I said, I was gonna text Chris and say, "Yo, Chris, what happened to Earl?" Listen, man.
Hey, Chris, you even gotta laugh at that shit, bro.
Hey, man, I had to really read the post again, and I put it on there. I said, "Oh man, this post it was heartfelt though." So as I'm reading it, man, I was kind of misty eyed, man. I
You
was
ain't
like,
shit
man,
for that, Patrick. You ain't shit for that.
I was like, man, Earl was a good guy, man. What happened to him now, man? And then I gets down to the bottom and it say, but, and this is how they minimize it. They said, Earl did all this. Yeah, we know. Terrence Crawford beat him up. But blah, 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 blah.
Back
Earl's
to you,
still a
Chris.
great fighter, this, that. We don't take away the credit from Earl. We're trying to take the credit away from his fans. So until Earl and gets his lick back from TC, I don't want to hear how great or phenomenal Earl is until he does that with TC. And that's all. That's all. That's my only gripe.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. So, I mean, what's the problem? I mean, I get it. So, what is B House then? Since he's not here to defend himself.
Well, you know, man, whoever termed or coined that phrase Earl sexuals, they hit that dead on the money, man. They hit because man, these dudes right here be carrying a rainbow around with them, bro. When Earl talk, man, it just be a rainbow, and these guys eat it up. You know, when he jumped in the ring and said, "I want to fight Fedora," I feel well now. I want to fight Fedora. That should have let him know right there, bro. But I'm gonna backtrack. Look at this, y'all, and T and people out there. If Earl lied to his son, you remember Earl was in the locker room with his son, and he said, "Hey, gang, we got to run that back, huh?" And he
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, I got to run that back." So if Earl lied to his son, I guess he lied to his fans too. So who's the fans if he gonna do that with his son? So, hey, that's what it is.
Ooh, all right. I'm gonna let T. You could jump in on that, and you can rebuttal on that since B House ain't here. You can get your take on what just happened right there, and then we let Chris jump in on the back end.
Yeah. I'm look, I mean, B House is the homie, so I'll say this. I think there's a difference between fans and analysts. All right. And I'm more of a fan of the sport. I love TC because I identify with this story a lot, without going into my personal upbringing and things I went through. I see a lot of myself in Terrence Crawford. And
Did we
by
lose him?
you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Yeah,
you.
I hear you now.
Okay. Okay, perfect. I identify with him on a personal level, and that's actually what drew me to being a fan of his. Um, a lot of this, man, is just it's just misplaced anger and lack of self-identification with certain fighters. Like I don't think a lot of people can identify with Terrence personality wise or upbringing wise, so they don't like that, and they don't like him because of that. And I think it clouds their judgment in terms of being able to see just how great he really is, especially when it comes to a guy like Spence. I think more of these guys out here can identify with EJ, the party lifestyle, the extrovert, the center of attention. He's arguably more personable, and friendlier on the surface, than someone like a Bud Crawford. So it's easier for people to attach themselves with him. Had a loving household, grew up with a ton of family support. Um, so you see a lot of these guys attaching themselves with him emotionally, and emotion clouds judgment. I like I said, I don't want to dog anyone out, but it's hard for me to believe that some of these folks really know boxing with some of the calls that they're making. And not even just the sport itself. I won't go into it because this isn't an analytical type of chat. But if we're just talking about the politics, Earl Spence, because of who he was signed with, had everything handed to him on a silver platter. Now, I'm not blaming him for that or saying that's a
That's
bad
not
thing.
true. That's not true.
Well, wait a second. In terms of, I'm not saying
Nah,
Oh
Let
we
him
on the
get
shit.
but
Chris.
this
hold
You
ain't no
on.
cap though,
you
bro.
you can rebut. You up next.
Give me. Give
Feel
me a
like
second. Just give me a second. I'm going somewhere with this. When I say silver platter, I don't mean it was easy for him to beat these guys. What I'm getting at is that the opportunities were afforded to him easier to become champion because he didn't have to cross or go over promotional speed bumps to get the titles. All right. So I want to clear that up and elaborate on that. It's not me taking anything away from Earl, but we're talking politics now. Now, we know I was one of the guys, and this can be vouched for, that was on Bud's ass about signing with Top Rank again. There's plenty of evidence in the first group where I was going at it with his sister and saying he needs to leave Bob Arum. I was the one calling for the fight over 5 years ago, saying that he needs to become a free agent and believe in himself to make this thing happen because it will never happen under Top Rank. I'm also one of the few fans that is clamoring in uppercuts for him to fight Boots. And I have said repeatedly that I am taking all bets on that fight. So I'm not one of these fanboys that doesn't want to see my guy in with tough elite competition. That's exactly what I want to see. And I think when it comes uh, to Earl and Bud, I think, like I said, because of the emotional identification that these guys are doing with Earl to be able to relate to him, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing because I emotionally identify with Bud and how he came up. But if I saw something skill wise that let me know that someone was better than Crawford, I would absolutely say it. I wouldn't be blinded by my bias. And I think that's ultimately the problem here is that not that these guys are stupid, it's that there's implicit bias being applied here regarding their favorite fighter, and it's making them overlook what they're seeing right in front of their face.
gotcha. Jump in, Chris.
I mean, as far as well, he cleared it up. I mean, I wouldn't say he was handing to him on a silver platter, but Earl did, put himself in position to be able to get those fights. He knew where all the fighters were. He knew where the champions were, and that's where he signed. I mean, he can't be faulted for making the right business move for himself. As far as the Devin thing, man, I mean, and y'all know Big B House, that's my boy. I'm a fan of Earl and Bud. Of course, I'm biased for Earl because I'm a Texas guy. I'm just gonna roll with my Texas dude. Win or lose, that's just what I'm gonna do. But
Right.
I mean, it could be the Earl and Devin. You know, I think it's different situations because, like, to me, Earl got beat fair and square, and Devin didn't. You know what I mean? Now, as far that's why I think Devin should go ahead and try to get that rematch because I mean, dude was fighting. He was in the ring with a dirty fighter, bro. So let's see what he can do. And he lost. He got not. He lost. Let's see how he gonna do. With on a level playing field. However, with EJ, he just got beat fair and square. I wouldn't. As far as him saying that he lied to his son and all that, I think that's a little excessive, man. Because one thing we can say about EJ for the most part is, well, he was a stand up guy, but I mean, he did have the eye surgery afterwards. All out of that, Bud did say that he was gonna, he would give him a rematch, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Bud wanted the rematch at 47, and I mean, I think we can all agree Earl can't make 47 no more. I mean, safely, it's just he should have been gone. But
Yep.
um,
Yep.
but I mean, like I said, as far as the Devin and what would be House getting in, as far as the Devin and the EJ, I think it's two different. I don't think you compare apples to apples because Devin got beat, fight a dirty fighter. EJ got beat fair and square. Ain't no excuses.
Hold on, Chris. Hold on now. Hold on. I got to jump in a little bit on that.
Yeah.
I feel like EJ had, if he had something to hang his hat on, him running that mountain. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people could say that wasn't fair and square because I did hear a lot of people complaining about that.
But at 47 though, bro, I don't. You think Earl can make 47 again? Do you?
I mean,
Do
he
you think
made it
so?
before. I mean, I've only seen him make it, but I'm saying it looked like it's tough for him now for sure.
Yeah. I mean, he was struggling to make 47, bro. Like before he can fight like Mikey Garcia.
I
You know,
agree. I agree. I
remember
agree.
he started out his pro debut. He was fighting at 152 then.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he
You
was.
One
know,
one
so
fifty four.
well, yeah, well, he came in 152 that night. I mean, I was at the fight, but
Yeah.
but I just think that at 47, bro. I mean, we've seen how the outcome can be when these fighters coming in, weight drain. Now, of course, I'm not using that as an excuse for Bud beating them. Y'all know y'all ain't get no excuses from me. But I just don't think that he can make that weight, bro. And even honestly
No,
at 54, man, I just think, I mean, I don't know, and I'm a EJ fan, don't get me wrong, but I don't. But the reason Earl got beat, bro, I don't think weight had nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I just think
I already
Bud
know
is a
where you're
bad,
going with it, Chris. Yeah,
yeah,
I can
Bud
see that
Bud
too.
just a bad matchup, you know,
Yeah,
for man, but so I don't think even if they. I mean, if they fall, yeah, I'm gonna be in their corner. I'm going for Earl, but for the reasons that Earl got beat that night, bro, I don't think it had nothing to do with weight, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just think Bud was just a better matchup, better fighter. You know, so that's
I
that.
feel you. I feel you.
But
I
that,
agree with you. I agree with you, Chris. I gotta add the sauce in there with the kid. You know what I mean? I gotta add the sauce, baby. I got the, but if I played you a clip that with Espinoza saying that TC was ready to fight Earl at 54, but Earl had the eye surgery coming up, and it wasn't fair for them to keep TC waiting, so they let the rematch. They just dissolved the rematch because of Earl at 54.
The
Would
rematch
that help
clause.
change your mind?
say that one more time. He pulled
Eh,
out at 54.
yeah, if I show you a clip of Espinoza saying that TC was an excellent businessman and he was ready to fight Earl Spence at 54 with the rematch, but Earl had the eye surgery and um it wasn't cool to keep TC waiting, so they dissolved the rematch contract.
Oh yeah,
Would
I
you
saw that.
then?
I
Yeah,
saw that.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I saw it too.
and that's what it was. I mean, he decided to have eye surgery right before then. But
yeah.
You
I think
And that was my point, because instead of hopping the ring saying, no, 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 I'm gonna cut in line. I want my rematch with TC. If he had a
he
cut
went
in
with he
line
went
and
with
said that,
Fundora.
right?
Ooh,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
point.
That's a
Good
valid point,
point.
bro.
Hell
That's a
yeah, that's a
valid
good
point.
point. Yeah.
That was my only thing, Chris. Chris be he Earl now. Don't get it wrong, y'all. He Earl all the way. If you go too far, hey, Chris gonna correct you just like he did just now. He'll let you know, like Earl, my man, but Earl 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you say that's 16, Chris gonna correct you because that's still his
Well,
guy
oh,
now.
Oh,
So
for
he
hey,
sure.
already
but
yeah,
us as boxing fans,
right.
how can we hold each other accountable when we got different rules for different fights?
That's
I'm gonna give
true.
you an example, and I'm only
I
using
think
y'all words.
I
I'm
think
using
that's
y'all
where
words.
we all. I think that's where we all come in as true boxing fans. That's when we come in and interject and give and put the belts to the ass. Like I'm putting the
Tommy
belt
Rush
to
in the
B
building.
House. Hey Tommy, I put the belt to B House ass because we gotta hold him accountable. Like, bro, if you a fan of boxing, you just can't just put one person up there and say, okay, this
Right.
person is, yeah.
So how is that fair that the rule is Devin got to get his lick back, but EJ don't? This is where I get the disconnect.
you guys mind
Okay.
if I interject on that real quick?
No,
Yes,
go
sir.
ahead.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
okay. So this is the difference, and this goes back to what I think the good gentleman was saying earlier. The reason why I think people want Devin to get his lick back. Um, Me personally, I agree with what was said earlier about Ryan being dirty. I look, I've been in the weightlifting community for forever. All right. And I'll tell you something, even though he only tested positive for a billionth of a gram of ostarine, I can tell you right now, the IV conspiracy associated with him was so that he could flush it. All right. There's no way you test positive for a substance like that unless you specifically did it. A SARM is not common. And there's nothing out there that converts over or metabolizes into ostarine unless it's ostarine. So, for me, and that's part of the reason he couldn't make weight is because ostarine actually holds or retains fluid because it's a test derivative, and he wasn't going to be able to shed those pounds off because it also holds water. So I'm
But
not
what?
stupid. Uh,
What are we talking about? What we're talking about the rules being the same as far as the fighters.
Right,
well,
Like
right.
if
well,
And
this
here,
guy get his ass whooped,
let me interrupt y'all for 1 second here and
go
give
ahead.
a shout out. Shout out to Chris, Kennedy, and Uppercuts Boxing, because These is how these conversations come about right here, and this is why we having this conversation, because we in uppercut boxing nation, and we having this slug out in there, bro, and it's all fun. It's all come to
So,
uppercuts boxing nation if y'all want to see
So
what's happening. Okay, go ahead.
My apologies. What I'm getting at here is when you're saying the rules should be the same across the board. I just think it's a little different because he tested positive and TC did. But this is what I will say. Um, I like Devin. I like Ryan as a fighter. I do think that there needs to be a level playing field. I do think. I will be honest though, knowing what I know about Osterine, I hate to say this, but I don't know if that's necessarily the reason Ryan won. And
Bingo.
and I hate to say that because he did come in quote unquote dirty, but I know what I'm looking at skill wise and
Yes.
stylistically. And I can tell you right now, if Ryan were to go in there disciplined, trained, come in shape, and they were to face off again,
Stop him.
as much as I'm angry with Ryan right now for some of the shit he's been saying, he beats him again. And it's simply Devin's defense. It's the fact that he throws power shots on the balls of his feet. He doesn't know how to properly sit down on those shots. He did it once during the fight and hurt Ryan, but he doesn't know how to do it consistently. His, he doesn't know how to come forward properly, and he doesn't have any physical advantages over Ryan. So Tank, believe it or not, physically actually has an advantage over Ryan. He's shorter, so it changes the trajectory of Ryan's punches to try to get him. And Tank has leverage, and that creates more power with his upward trajectory aiming at Ryan. So I think skill-wise, Tank would get Ryan at 140 or at 135, and I think stylistically, I think Ryan's just a bad matchup for Haney. If I'm Haney's father, I hate to say it, but I would be advising him against taking that fight again because I think that severely damages his career. If he rematches him, they're both clean, and Ryan does worse to him in the rematch. I just, those are just my thoughts on it. As far as Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, everyone knows I'm a diehard Bud fan, but I also really like Earl too. I will say this. To your point, you both were right. Bud initially did say that the contract states that the fight is to take place at 147, and whatever the contract says, he will honor it. But they did have a verbal agreement to do it at 154. And when the negotiations, came around the second time, Bud agreed to 154 per the Espinoza conversation. So both of you guys were right on that. Me personally, if I were Earl's advisors, and I said this years ago when they were both at 147, that I want to see the fight happen, but I know how it goes. And no disrespect to Blu-ray, but he came on one of our chats, and I told Blu-ray about 4.5 years ago that Bud Crawford stops Earl Spence. And, he hollered at me and yelled at me, and I said, hey, man, I know that's your brother. I'm not trying to talk bad about him. I just stylistically can see it happening right in front of my face. I don't think that's a good fight for Earl. It doesn't take away from him being a great fighter. I just, like you were saying earlier.
We get you. We
stylistically, man, it's a horrible matchup for the way Earl fights, and that's one of the same reasons why I think Boots is a horrible. I still want to see it.
Hold on. One sec. Hold on. We getting off track a little bit. Yeah, we getting off track a little bit, but we own capping for our favorite fighters. That's what we're talking right now.
Okay, I got you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you good. But Drake, jump on. I mean, no, that's what's Chris. Chris, go ahead, Chris.
Hey, so in a rematch, man, I don't know. I think I might favor Devin, bro. Devin was outboxing Ryan. Devin's problem was Devin's problem was whenever he tried to brawl and he ended up getting clipped. And as we saw, like in the Norris fight, he can't recover. Ryan clipped him one time with that left hook, bro, and Devin never recovered. And that's what, that's when the fight, went bad for him. But as far as boxing wise, like Goon said, all he had to do was box.
That's it.
He had him. All he had to do was just keep boxing.
It was gonna talk shit about him regardless. Kurt and won. It was gonna talk shit about him regardless.
Because he was up, bro. But whenever he got clipped, it turned into a whole different fight for him. That's when it got bad. So if he just stay disciplined, and listen to his corner,
Hey
listen to
I
Tommy,
think
get in here. Tommy, I see you in there, bro. Get in here, man.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on with you, bro?
Oh man, I'm chilling. I'm chilling, listening to y'all spit that real shit.
How you feel about capping over for like your favorite fighters, man? Like for instance, I'm a huge Devin Haney fan, probably bigger than Bud. To me, bro, he lost. Whether Dog had that in the system or not, he was not. He was not catching that left hook. You know what I'm saying? He was getting hit with it every time he wanted to get hit with it. So I'm like, at some point, you got to call it what it is, dog. Your fighter lost.
Yeah, no, I totally wholeheartedly agree with that, man. That's the best thing that anybody, that's a fan, pundit, anything of this sport can do is be objective. There's one thing with being a fan of a fighter, loving a style, wanting to see knockouts, whatever it is, but you got to be objective, man. And just like y'all are saying, um, I, I'm not like the biggest fan of Ryan Garcia. Um,
Yeah.
I'm not. I like Haney, but I've got some beefs with kind of how he's moved a little bit and strategically moved around some big
Talk on it.
fights that
Talk
he
on it,
actually
bro.
that he could
Talk
have
on it.
taken.
Talk on it.
I think that he's built his what has come to be a pretty good resume off of skirting a couple of fights that he actually should have and could have taken, and has
Okay.
been a bit of a diva. But like you said, man, you can be a fan of him. He lost that fight,
Yeah, bro.
just like T said as well.
Real talk. Real
What
talk.
Ryan had in his system, that ain't had nothing to do with the fact that Devin has a suspect chin. We know he can box his ass off, but
Yes, sir.
he's got them pillow hands. And there was really no answer for what Ryan was bringing, and it was
Hey
crazy
T, can
because
I ask you this, T?
yeah,
Do you
sure.
think at some point during that fight, I'm watching that fight, and I felt like even though we all know that Ryan don't got the strength in his hands like that, no excuses, because I make no excuses for these fighters. But bro, how are you gonna try to walk Ryan down as if like you tank? Because you didn't believe what you've been saying, like I'm gonna walk you down and make you quit. And you
So
steadily getting
with
clipped
no power.
with
so
no power,
so
bro.
so
With no power,
here's the
no
funny thing
bullet
about
for your gun, bro.
No, I'm not trolling, bro. I'm just being honest.
yeah, no, no,
No,
I
you
hear
being
you.
honest. You being honest though,
I
but
hear
no
him.
bullets done, bro. Like, come on, man.
So this is what I'll say about that. The funny thing about Devin, for me just observing him, I've never, been in front of him while he's training, but what I can see, I think Devin needs a co-trainer. I won't say that he needs to get rid of his father. He needs someone in there to show him how to properly leverage his shots. He has power.
He Mayweather Senior again. That's who he need.
He just he Devin's problem, like I was saying earlier, is he doesn't when he comes forward on the offense, he's you have to be flat-footed. If you look at the differences between Ryan when he gets in front of Devin and the differences between foot placement and positioning when Devin gets in front of Ryan, Devin's on the balls of his feet. You can't properly leverage or throw a power shot like that, man. You need to sit. That's what sitting down is. It's planning. And Devin's not really good
Won't
at
come
being
back properly.
yeah. He's not really good at being aggressive, and he hasn't had anyone show him. Like, if you look at that one video where he's like,
He didn't have to.
and
All he had to do was box and stay behind the jab. Easy
he
night for him.
yeah, but then the thing is, right, with that, Ryan has enough physical reach and height and tenacity to where if he really wants to get you, he'll get in front of you and crowd you. And Haney's still young-minded in terms of what he does regarding exchanges or whenever a fighter closes distance. He relies on the clinch, but Ryan's so quick and his fast twitch muscles are so good that he can pop Haney prior to him initiating that clinch. Though, if you look at that fight, there should have actually been like 6 or 7 knockdowns called. but Devin, was able to kind of hold
I
on.
think Ryan was carrying him at the end, bro, because there was a couple times Ryan was like, "Man, stop the fight,"
Yeah, he could have
He
got
didn't,
popped. He could have got
and
popped.
they didn't. So I think Ryan and I was going for Devin in the fight, even though
Yeah, I was
Derek
kind of on
undoubtedly
the
training
status to
Ryan.
step
I
in
was
and finish
too.
all of it, bro.
I was going for Devin. I won't lie.
But no, Ryan, I think Ryan could have stopped him if he really wanted to.
He
No,
wasn't.
think
He
I,
wasn't in
I
no
agree.
shape, Chris. Chris, he
I
wasn't in no shape.
I
Ryan
think the
Garcia was
latter.
in no shape for that fight, bro.
Chris, I agree. I remember your words the last time when you came on the show, like right after the fight, Chris, and we was talking, and Chris said, "Man, Ryan is diabolical. The shit that he pulled on, the mind game that he pulled on Devin was diabolical. That's
Yep.
what it was."
Yeah,
Devin went in there half training, thinking he getting ready to get Ryan out of there. And when Ryan was on that Hawk juice, and that's when he felt that when he felt that first connection when Ryan did hit him or
20
whatever, touch
seconds
him.
into the fight,
Yeah, he knew then, like, oh, this dude can hit.
this
You know what I'm
nigga been
saying?
training.
I knew the
Yeah.
fight was
So
over when Ryan started doing the Tootsie Roll, bro. He
see,
started
there
dancing
you
the
go.
little chicken
There you
leg. I
go.
said, yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
Now,
started, he
now
started
I'm gonna
telling me it's
tell you
over.
another thing that hurt Devin. Devin is scared to commit to that knockout punch.
Yes. Yes.
You
Yes.
know, ever since he
But
got
do he
hurt
have
that,
one, Drake? But do he have
yeah,
one?
yeah, you seen it with Regis.
Yeah.
I'll
You
say this real quick. I don't know. I think there is some apprehension, but like I said, I think the biggest problem with Devin is he needs an offensive trainer to show him how to piece together things in the pocket and guard himself properly when he's throwing those shots and how to sit down and plant properly when he's doing it. Just a quick reference: if you look at his training video for the Ryan Garcia fight, they were highlighting Devin's power when he was hitting the heavy bag repeatedly with the left hook. And if you look how he's throwing it, he's up on the balls of his feet, almost on his tippy toes, turning into it. And I'm like, that's not going to generate any power. It looks good, it sounds good, but in the end, you're not really going to be able to punch through your target effectively on the balls of your feet. He should have been planning, and his dad should have caught that and said, "Son, put your feet flat on the ground, and that gives you more leverage and balance to turn your hips properly when you're throwing a shot like that." He doesn't do that.
Yeah,
Um,
but T, in his defense, and Haney's defense, he's got to get out of there too, because that left hand that Ryan got be coming, and
Woo, that
it's
yeah,
motherfucker.
got steam
yeah.
behind it.
Hey,
So
look though. Hey, look
yeah,
though, Drake. I forgot one thing too, bro. We gotta
yeah,
definitely talk about this shit.
yeah,
Tim Bradley sneak this. Or
Oh
not,
Lord.
or not, depending on how you look at it, or not. And I need Chris to start this one off.
oh yeah, go ahead.
No, actually, bro, I need y'all to enlighten me on that, man. I missed that one. Can y'all kind of inform me on what happened there? I saw y'all talking about it, but I really don't know what happened.
Go ahead, Goon.
Okay, basically, from what I gathered from it, and Tim is supposed to be a huge TC guy, but he has a job to do. He basically said that TC is ducking Boots. Basically, like, okay, well, Canelo within reach. You might as well fight Boots because that's the best available opponent. That's what I gathered from it. I don't know about y'all. What y'all think?
You guys mind if I take this one?
Go ahead.
No, go.
Okay. My thoughts on this. Diehard Bud fan, but also a fan of Boots. I partially agree with Tim. I don't think, but there needs to be more context added to what Tim's saying on his part. I don't think Terrence is scared of Boots, but what I do think, looking at both of their paths or trajectories, I think they're on two different courses. I think, Terrence, I want that fight more than anything because I think it'll really bring the best out of TC and really show what he can do, even better than what the Spence fight did. But I do understand that 37 years old almost, he's at the tail end of his career. He moved up to a different division with the goal of conquering that division. And he said it during the press conference between him and EJ that this is the hurt business. I'm not going to lie, man. This was hard making 147 this time. And if we do a rematch, I mean, I have no problem with it being at 154 because I'd like to move up as well. So I don't think he's, like I said, I don't think he's scared of Boots, and I don't think Boots is necessarily scared of Bud. I just think they're on different, like I said, if Boots, who just came out recently and stated, I want undisputed at 147 first, I mean, how many fights is he going to have to go through? And then keep in mind, he has to sit on the sidelines because Manny Pacquiao's ass came out of the cut, and now he gets a shot at Barrios. So it's like, man, you know, he's going to have to.
Jump in, Drake.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with T right now. Though I think what it is, it's just boiled down to T. It's too late in TC career to give Boots a helping hand. I mean, we talking about TC, 4 division world champion, 10 world championship titles along the way, 3 Ring Magazine belts, 3 ESPY award wins. You know what I'm saying? Like undefeated, undisputed. It's too late now to reach back and give Boots a shot now. I think it's just too far out of that scope. He will fight him, but I think Boots is just a little bit out of that range. And plus, what good would it do TC? What's in it for TC to give Boots a shot? Nothing at this point. So at this point, TC is done helping people. I think now he's chasing them belts and so he can get out of there and kind of solidify his legacy. And that's just it.
I don't think
Oh, go
Bud
ahead, brother.
chasing belts. I mean, like you said, Drake, with his age, he's 37 now, bro. He ain't gonna get so many more of these. Like it's time to start thinking about life after boxing and get your bag. And
Right.
let's be honest, man. If Bud and Boots fight, and then in this pay per view, bro, a lot of people ain't buying it. That's just what it is.
What?
You know,
Wait, what? You said
only
what?
us. No, only us fans of them is gonna buy it. Goon. It's not gonna be like Tank, stuff like that. It's not gonna be a massive. It's not gonna be a massive pay per view fight. You know what I'm saying?
I see
But
what you're saying.
Bud's getting that Saudi Arabia money right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Them checks different, bro. So at this point in his
Tommy,
career,
jump
man.
in, Tommy.
Hey, no, I fully agree with all of that. Everything everybody's saying, like this is he's Chris is hitting
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's not
man. Like he's gonna run out of time. Boots,
exactly.
he can't do nothing with that. Like he's waiting. He's either wanting, and really, if we want to go back, this is all because Charlo fucked that shit up because he wanted because he dropped the belts and sold for that bag because Bud actually he wanted to get that 3 undisputed to be the first.
Tommy, which Charlo you blame? Which Charlo you go blame?
What's that?
Which Charlo you go blame?
You
This
can
is
blame
an
both
important
of
question.
them, really. I mean,
Yeah,
shit,
because if Big
saying?
Charlo would have fought Canelo, Little Charlo wouldn't have had to fight Bud.
Exactly.
I mean, he could have fought Bud.
So now he's trying to chase Canelo, see if he can get the bag and get out of there. And he's sitting there listening to the young and up and coming Boots. He barking up the tree, but he ain't got nothing to show for it. So there's nothing in it for him to do that unless when we're talking about that Saudi money, unless that Saudi money is going to make it happen because Turkey already said he wants to see the fight happen now, which that puts a little bit of pressure on that. If he can make that happen, make a big massive event and really get him that retirement bag, he might.
Oh hell yeah!
I got something
you're
real
gonna have
quick.
Bud haters. You gonna have Bud haters saying he ducking though, and it ain't got nothing to do with ducking, bro. It's just It's just financially and as a business, it's called prize fighting. And this point in his career, he needs to try to get the biggest bags possible out there, and not worried about helping somebody else out.
Steel Mill in the building. Jump in, Steel, and then you can ask your question to the guy.
Yeah, what's good, man? Peace to the panel. My man Drake on here. What's happening, my nigga?
Man, what's going on, family?
Man, everything, man. Regular living, man. Fresh off the plantation. Y'all know how it go, man. But I heard somebody say that Boots will bring the best out of Bud. I just I want to know how you come up with that notion.
That was
T.
I'll explain it. First of all, I'll give my prediction for the fight. I think Terrence Crawford actually stops Boots in no later than 8 rounds. But I think prior to the stoppage, I think Boots offers some things that we haven't seen TC deal with in one package. His switch hitting is good. It's not quite as fluid in terms of the small subtleties and intricacies that you see in Bud's, but it's good. I think his speed, I think his offensive prowess is good. And I think his physicality is good as well in terms of his height and his reach. I think they have the same reach. They're both at 74. I think instinctually, Bud is good, or Boots is good. And I also think fast twitch wise and response wise, he's pretty good as well. Now, the reason why I say it'll bring some different things out of Bud is because I think the switching combined with his physicality, his range, his length, and his offense, and he has decent timing, all rolled into one package will be something that forces, well, not necessarily forces, but gives Bud different looks and things to think about, and you see him implement new things that you haven't seen from him before. That's what I mean when I say is the best. But unfortunately for Boots, and I wish people, I want to see the fight only because some of his fans are obnoxious, but in reality,
You mean all
I,
7 of Boots fans is obnoxious?
it, in reality, I actually don't want to see it. I want to, but the human side of me is like, man, that's fucked up. If they put Boots in there with Bud at this stage, he destroys him. And I can go down about 8 reasons if you guys want me to why Terrence Crawford actually stops him, but I don't want to take up too much time.
All right, still though,
Hey.
there you go.
I don't think he'll destroy him, bro, at all. I think it'll be a good fight, man. It's 50-50 fight for me. I mean, I love to
50.
see it.
Yeah,
Hey, yo,
I'm not hating on that.
I gotta 50-50 based on what, man? I mean, I think people is really forgetting the fact that a 41st unranked, unheralded Karen had this nigga looking pedestrian off of pivots and shifts.
Ooh.
How is Boots going to make Bud? How's that a 50-50 bout? All due respect, I don't want you to think I'm trying to come at you with the aggression or nothing like that. It's all love, it's boxing talk. But Bud is the champion. I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I'm a proud Nebraskan.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring a little bit of heat to the conversation on behalf of the champ. But I do want to know how's that a 50-50 fight, my guy?
You can't. It ain't. I ain't a big. I mean, I'm fans of both of them, but I wouldn't call him pedestrian when he stopped to do it in the 5th round. Like, we're gonna give credit where it's due, and it's not a bias based, chat.
No,
So
hold on. Hold on, real quick. I'm talking about Karen. I'm not talking about David. I'm talking about Tukatian.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Karen.
Karen.
Oh yeah. I was on Boots' head after that. I was one of the ones
talking
who were
about
like,
the Eastern European.
yeah, I thought you were talking about his last fight. Yeah. Oh yeah.
No,
I was on his head about that. We're gonna keep it a being here regardless of who like it. I said the same thing. I think he was swinging wild there at the end. He couldn't cut off the ring. That dude run the whole fight.
He gonna get time to knock the fuck out fucking with Bud, bro. I'm gonna say that.
I think it's 50-50. I slightly favor Bud. I favor Bud in that fight. I said after his last fight. I said, yeah, I think I got Bud winning that fight now. But I think it ain't gonna be no. I don't think it's gonna be just no, one-sided fight.
I think you don't think it's gonna be no wash.
Yeah, I think it'll be no wash. I think the young bull will show up.
I think it will be a wash.
Oh shit! Here go Drew. Oh shit!
I'm thinking it'll be a wash. And I'm gonna tell you why. Boots is real sloppy on defense. He's real sloppy on offense, for one. He's real sloppy on defense as well. He get hit by the same punch over and over again. We've seen him in the 3 fights where he throw a punch and then whatever foot he lands on, he's that foot. He's a righty or a lefty. So he's off balance. So whatever he lands on, that's what he is, and that's what Terrence can catch him at. Also, his defense is like really a D- because he got hit with the same right hand over and over again.
D- streak. Come on, streak.
He got blasted in 3 fights, y'all, by the same overhand right, y'all. So he's not making the
streak.
Yes.
Yeah,
because he's not making the corrections in 3 fights.
Okay.
The fight I want to see, y'all, is Boots. I want to see Boots and get in there with Brian Norman Jr. I think that'd be a good fight.
That'd be a real good fight.
And y'all know I fucks with Brian. Big Brian.
I think Brian beats him at this stage.
Shout out to the Norman family. Shout out
Shout
to
out to the Norman family.
Yeah, but
shout out to the Norman family. But
and I think Boots does a lot of things sloppy. I think he poses when he hits. I think he does sloppy work, bro. And I think that TC I think Boots' mechanics is off, and he's getting away with that because he can. He's real
Do you think it could
athletic.
be
He's
over? You
athletic.
think it because of
I agree.
overconfidence, Drake? Like he's overconfident, he's trying to showboat a little bit too much. That's what got him in
No,
that
he
Yeah,
Karen
has
fight,
fast
bro.
feet.
He was
that
showboating a
you
little
know
bit too
what?
much.
That's one of the
That
reasons.
that
That's
could
one of
be
the.
it.
I've noticed that. I've been saying that for some time, man. He opens up too much. In exchange, not even in exchanges. Even when he's on the offensive, him showboating, he'll open
There
up
you go.
a little too much to land a shot, and
There you
and
go.
he got punished for that. Just with not Karen, but David Avenesian last week, opening up
Mm-hmm.
trying to showboat. He got clipped right in between the
Yes.
punch.
There you go.
Right. That's the dog that catch.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll
So
interject real quick. So
yeah.
it looks like this is the conversation where I can give my reasons. He
Uh,
gets stopped.
Yeah, let's hear him.
He gets stopped. Number one, like Draco said, he is sloppy. He's good, but I think his athletic ability and his fast twitch ability allows him to get away with it. Number two, he's bigger than a lot of these guys, but that's not going to work against Terrence because physically, Terrence is stronger than him. Number three, I don't think Boots has one punch knockout power on an elite level. Terrence does. And I think Terrence is only going to get stronger as he goes up to 154. I don't know if Boots' power will necessarily carry up or be better at 154 if they meet there. Number four, to Drico's point, he does end up off balance and he overextends himself in the pocket and puts his chin forward a lot. He's not going to be able to do that with a guy like TC who has elite timing and dangerous subtle adjustments that you can't see with the naked eye.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence doesn't switch when he's off balance because he threw a shot with the other hand. It's very methodical and fluid. Number five, I think Terrence has better speed, believe it or not. Even though Boots looks a little faster to the punch, it's just because he's more offensive. One of the
it's the
best,
technique. It's the technique also. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Drake's right. And to Drake's point, think back to the left, I think it was the left or right counter hook that TC threw prior to stopping EJ when he had his hands in the high guard. EJ threw a left hook. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Terrence blocked it and it slipped over it in a fraction of a second and popped the shit out of it. I was like, whoa. And then he
Yeah.
went in for the kill. That type of technique and timing is going to kill Boots in the pocket if he goes in there with his hands down, his chin extended, overextending his punches and off balance.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Hey, let me get in on this.
I,
Let me
I,
get on. Let me
Yeah, I
get
was just
in
about
on
to
this.
say, Goon. I want to hear your take on it, bro.
Listen, bro. Draco already know what I'm getting ready to say, bro. It's
Absolutely.
Boots is a product of great matchmaking.
Yeah,
Why
absolutely.
would I put him in
yes.
with somebody like himself or TC right now, bro? I could put him in there with these little slow-footed, thudding, moving fighters, and he can look good in that because he can box circles around him. He can get off on him when he wants to, and he can get out safely. Now, when you get
Definitely.
him in there with a Brian Norman Jr., who is not going to allow you to do that, or a Bud who is not going to allow you to do that, and can catch you in between your shots and can hit you the same way you can hit him, but with devastating one punch power in either hand, it's a layup for me.
Yeah, yeah. And Brian Norman is more aggressive than TC.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
That's an aggressive man. Listen, Brian Norman is a very aggressive young man. He come in there with bad intentions on every punch he
Yes.
throw.
Yes.
He's trying to
It's
get you up
methodical
out of
pressure
there.
too.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
why I say he got Brian Norman Jr. problems. Because let's be fair, y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bud cleared out 35. He went to 40. He didn't come back to 35. He went to 40. He cleared out 40.
Mm-hmm.
He went to 47. He didn't go, come on, bro. He been showing us that he moving forward.
It-
Just like they say, EJ did everything he said he was going to do. Well, you got to get this man the same credit. He had 54 now. So if you want to see him, Mr. Boots, you know where he at.
I don't think
He
he
don't want to
faces
see him
Norman.
though.
I don't think he faces
He don't
Norman.
want to see him.
And I'll be
Listen.
honest, if Boots really wants the Bud fight, there's the IDF champion at 154 that Boots can go up and with Turkey, he can arrange that, take the strap from him, and then force whoever's going for undisputed to come and see him. Just saying.
Exactly. But listen, brothers, I'm gonna tell you this. If Boots wanted Bud, he could have had Bud. in the beginning. Tim Duncan came on and told us to play in the beginning. He was chasing Spence. They thought Spence was the brand. So I don't even know how this TC Duck and Bud business Duck and Boots business even came around. They was chasing. Duncan said it. He either Spence gonna vacate because he's scared and run from Boots, and Boots was gonna get the interim champion like that, or he was gonna beat Spence. He
Spence was gonna vacate anyway. EJ was gonna vacate anyway. He couldn't make 47 no more.
That's why EJ. That was EJ last
but
fight.
Hey, but I want to go throw another little nugget out here, fellas. Since we're on 54, what about my young boy down here in Dallas, man, Virgil Ortiz?
I like it. I love Ortiz.
Oh yeah,
I got Virgil over. I've been saying this for years. Man. I got Virgil over.
Beating on my head, but I be bringing up my young boy, bro. But he coming.
I got Virgil over him. I got Virgil over Boots.
I got Virgil.
I do too.
I got Virgil.
I do too.
Yeah,
I got Virgil. On competition alone, man, Virgil's a lot more compact with his shots. He does, all that showboating and shit. He doesn't give you an opportunity to clip him in between the punches. You know what I'm saying? At least not in wide margin like Boots does. He's better on his feet, if you ask me. I like how he shifts and he creates those angles in the pocket. I think he has I think his power is a lot bigger, maybe not a lot more bigger, but I think he has a bigger punch than Boots. And the caliber of competition he's been in with is better than Boots. I'm taking Virgil Ortiz, and I've been saying that.
Virgil stops Boots.
Hey man, I hate that Tim Tszyu fight. Got messed up, man. That was gonna be a good one, y'all.
Me too.
Yeah.
I want to see Bud.
Is good, though.
I want to see Bud against Tszyu, bro. Oh my god.
That was gonna be his coming out party fight for me.
I got
Virgil
one for y'all.
When he was about to fight Tim Tszyu.
But Virgil, he's about to fight old boy that Fanura was gonna fight though.
That's a good fight, man. That's a great fight.
Hey, I got young bull stopping him too.
Woo! Chris called it. Okay, Chris, we gonna hold you on that.
I ain't mad at it.
Hey, I'm like Don Shada. I think EJ would have beat Boots too. I said that before Bud fought him.
Yeah, you did.
I think EJ could have found it. Yeah, he possibly.
I think as long as EJ was at a comfortable weight, he could beat Boots.
Bro, Boots is not coming in on EJ like that. Like he just did with Dog. You got to come with a better game plan than that. You coming into his firehouse.
He's not going to beat EJ standing there on the inside like that for sure. That's not going to.
That's my point. That's my point. Yeah.
Yeah, why is this shit buzzing like that?
Yeah. What about what y'all think about Shakur and Tank?
I still got Shakur. I think Shakur's ability to turn a fight negative the way that he does and take those half steps back. Frank Martin was, I don't want to say super dominating the fight, but he was clearly and convincingly winning that fight. But he ignored all the real estate that he would acquire in the ring and intentionally place himself on the rope. And that would drive me up the wall. Shakur isn't going to give you that outing because he takes those half steps back. And his distance deception is really going to have Tank's wheels spinning, bro. And his ability to turn a fight negative is going to have Tank like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I got Shakur. I got Shakur.
Okay, what you got, Chris? Who you got, Chris?
I got Tank winning that fight, bro. Shakur, so, and I'm a fan of both. I'm a fan of both of them. Don't get me wrong. I just, in my opinion, somebody got to win. I'm gonna go with Tank. I think Shakur.
I got you, Goon. I got your message.
Shakur's ability. I think Shakur, not wanting to get hit is gonna get in his way in that fight, bro. Tank gonna catch him with some stuff. All that run. One, Shakur can't throw nothing. Gonna keep Tank off of him and keep Tank from walking him down.
Yeah.
I think Tank gonna keep coming forward and all that. Him sitting there hopping around and stuff like that, bro. Tank can maintain the pace, and we've seen Shakur did not like to get hit, and I want to see how
he even said that
how he respond whenever especially when Tank start going out to the body and stuff, man. I think Tank gonna be just too much for him. I'm not saying Shakur trash. I mean, he's a great fighter, but as far as in that perspective, I'm going with Tank, bro. I just think Tank's boxing ability. A lot of people don't realize Tank's boxing IQ. They just see the knockouts and think he's just a brawler, and he's not, bro.
He's smart.
He's not. That's what's gonna get Loma fucked up. They don't think he can sit there and box. But Shakur ain't finna throw. We seen how it go, man. When fighters get in the ring with Tank and they can't throw nothing to keep him off of him.
Yeah,
My thing is that when it come my fault. Go ahead. My fault.
I'm a,
No, no, you good,
no,
bro. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let Dreek and T go, and then I'll pick up. Y'all go ahead.
Drake, you
Go
want to
ahead,
go
Dreek.
before me?
You can if you want to.
Oh, okay.
Let me get this mic together.
Yeah, no worries. So me and Drake have had some respectful disagreements about this. I'm Team Shakur, Team Bud all day. I think Tank beats him. I think it's a very. I'll say this. I think Shakur has the ability to beat Tank. There's a few things about Shakur that concern me regarding this fight. To the gentleman's point earlier, Tank does have an underrated IQ, and I saw flashes of it not only in the Martin fight but in the Raleigh fight. Raleigh, even though I think he's a complete retard, have arguably some of the hardest punches at that weight per one punch. The way that Tank was, I've never seen him that fleeting on his feet before. The way he was able to move, get away, use angles, pivot, catch him with counter shots, and get underneath him and out of the way to me showed that he does have that ability and that he knows when not to fall in love with this power and rely on it solely. I think with Shakur, I'll say this: while I think Tank can beat him, I think if Shakur works on a few things, he can beat Tank. His output is one of them. One of the things that I would like to see from Shakur is when he's facing a guy that can crack a better transition from defense to offense. This is something that Bud Crawford, Andre Ward, and Floyd Mayweather had that I think Shakur is still developing into in terms of being able to seamlessly transition from evading to offense. The best example that we've seen of that in modern years isn't just the TC EJ fight, it's the Canelo versus Floyd fight. He was able to stand his ground, be in front of his opponent, make subtle adjustments, take the half step back and move laterally instead of jumping straight back, counter off the pivot, and keep his opponent right in front of him and move occasionally. I've seen that from Shakur. I just haven't seen it against a big hitter yet. My fear is that he gets in there with Tank, he gets touched, he starts trying to move backwards. Tank is fast enough, he's
Facts.
deceptively fast enough on his feet to where he'll eventually time Shakur trying to leap straight back and leap with him and catch him with something and hurt him.
My
Okay.
my my
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Get your rebuttal. Go ahead.
my thing with Tank is as economical as heavyweight fighters, man. I think in order to deal with someone like a Shakur, because it's too hard to catch him with single shots. It's way too hard to catch him with single shots. So this is why I've always been of the mind state that somebody like Lomachenko can beat him and William Zepeda will be able to beat him just on work rate alone. Tank doesn't have a high output he doesn't have a high punch output. He's a dude who likes to throw single shots. Maybe at the most, he'll put a 2 and a 3 together. It's not a Gatling gun. He's not, pitty pat, and hit you with the last 3 hard shots. It's nothing like that from Tank. It's ones and twos, and at the most, maybe a 3. I can't see. I think Shakur is too good on his feet to be, to get caught backing up with his chin straight up in the air. He spins out at angles as well. He doesn't back straight up. If Tank could possibly catch him in, fluster him enough to where he makes that bit of an egregious mistake, but I just don't see it happening. And when I say I know Tank, of course he's an incredible. I'm not a fan of Tank. I can't stand Tank, but the dude is an incredible fighter. But when people say he has a high IQ, my thing is this: who has he been in the ring with to really show off the level of IQ that people swear by that he has? You dig what I'm saying? We haven't seen him in there with somebody that forces him to make those, make adjustments at a certain level. Yeah, he made adjustments with Leo Santa Cruz. He made adjustments with, a few other people, but these aren't A-level fighters. Shakur's an A-level fighter.
But who has to fought those A-level though? I mean, respectfully.
Nobody. If we, no. If we being real, nobody. But we see, just
what do we consider Pitbull? I think me personally, I think that Pitbull Cruz fought with Tank when Tank was fighting with one hand, man. That was pretty impressive, bro.
He had the box.
But Pitbull ain't shit though. Like I'm not a believer in that.
Come on, bro.
Pitbull ain't nah. Pitbull ain't shit. And William Zepeda just proved that he ain't shit. Nah, bro. Nah, man. He's mid as a motherfucker, man. Nah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Nah,
I can't agree with that, fam. Yeah.
Woo,
nah, man.
I will get you on
I,
Nah,
that
you
one,
know
bro.
Mike,
what?
though.
Hey,
He
I'll say this. He had some good rebuttals, but I will say this to your point. Yes, like I said earlier, when I touched on Shakur leaping straight back, he has shown the ability to move off pivots and offer offense, but it's against guys he doesn't perceive as a threat power wise. When he was fighting De Los Santos, he was smothering his own work as the rangier fighter on the inside, and he was leaping straight back. Does he do that with Tank? I don't know. But what I will say is, I didn't say Tank had an A plus level IQ. What I said is that Tank has an underrated IQ and it's underestimated. Um,
okay.
I think both guys are capable of beating one another. I just think at some point, Shakur has shown me with this Twitter side, and I love Shakur Stevenson. I think he's one of the best fighters in the world, but he's mentally weak and he's emotionally unstable when it comes to dealing with
I
backlash.
agree. I
That
agree.
that's
No,
going to hurt
I don't.
him.
I have to agree.
And Tank is really
No,
good at getting inside of your head.
I agree.
I
Now,
mean, we
now, oh,
can
go
I?
ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No. I just want to interject because you hit the nail on the head a little bit
I swear he
it,
did.
it reminded me of y'all remember how Shakur's performance in that Nakatilia fight when he got in there with a puncher. He did not want to get close to that guy at all.
Well, he said he don't
Mhm.
like getting hit. I mean, he told you
You
out his
know,
own mouth. He hate
so
getting hit.
but Nakatilia he couldn't walk him down though. You know, and I think Tank can I think Tank can walk him down. But also I can see if Shakur can stay on his feet for 12 rounds, I can see him win the fight too though.
I
Drake,
disagree,
jump in
y'all.
there, Drake. Jump in
I,
there,
I
Drake.
I disagree with the part that Shakur is mentally weak because I think
Me too,
that
Drake.
Shakur now we can say that outside of the ring we know that he get into his little
Don
spats
shot in
with
the
the
building.
yeah,
Hey, what's
but
going
when
on,
you talk
y'all?
what's going on, but when you talk about in that ring, that's a master at work, bro. Like
Mm,
he fights at his own pace. He's got that ring generalship. He
talk that
never
shit,
looks
Drake.
bad. You know what I'm saying? So we can't say he's weak minded and IQ wise, like, in the ring, because in the ring, he's totally different. He runs the show in the ring. If he wants to have a boring fight, he's going to have a boring fight. If he want to stand in the pocket, he's going to stand in the pocket. If he
Mm.
want to dip and dodge and boo, he's going to do that. So that's not weak. And
Woo.
he's patient also. So you can't say that he's mentally weak because he doesn't make many mistakes in that ring.
Drake,
You know what I mean?
I just
Exactly.
Two things
I
can
just
be
want to
true. I agree with
Yeah.
that too. Two things
Now,
can
now
be
one more,
I just want to
one more
interject real
thing.
quick.
Hold on. He
Sorry.
got one more point. He got one more
Okay.
point. Go ahead, Drake.
One
Go
more
ahead.
point. Now, I think people are mixing Tank's IQ up with confidence. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? So now he might have a pretty level IQ, but he also know he got that hell of a neutralizer, and that's
Uh,
that bomb he got.
Yep.
But
Yep.
he's
Mm-hmm.
also a
Yeah.
cut and paste fighter too. You see what his setup is. He backs up, bags up, launch that left hand. Bow. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
he's
yeah,
looking for that equalizer at all times. So let's
yes.
not get Tank's IQ mixed up with the confidence that he has
Mm-hmm.
from that left hand. So I think that's a mix up of having. Also, one more thing, and I'm done. That 4 inches that Shakur got, and Shakur's a masterful boxer. That
Mm,
4 inch reach that he got on Tank
Mm-hmm.
Davis,
mm.
and that 3 inch height differential, that means a lot when
Woo.
you're fighting those elite fighters. An inch means a lot when you're fighting an elite
Mm-hmm.
boxer.
Pause.
That's true.
An
That's true.
elite
No,
boxer. You dig what I'm saying?
Drake's right. I can't
So
argue with
so
that.
Facts.
whatever Tank is gonna
Can't
do,
argue with that.
Shakur is gonna see it coming. Guess what? He's got that 4 inch reach advantage over him. And we talk about a master boxer, not a master fighter, a master boxer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm
Let
done.
you get that rebuttal,
We
Drake.
did
Let
see.
you get that
We,
rebuttal, Drake.
now
Oh, okay.
hold on. I want to piggyback on Drake just a tad bit because I mean he's
Okay,
on
go
to
ahead,
something
Chris.
too. He's on
And then
Drake's
we
on
get
to something too though because that Barrios fight, bro. I had Tank down in that fight before he knocked him out.
me too.
So
Me too.
so
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Barros was
shout out,
nasty.
shout out.
Barrios and Rolly. If you look at it, Rolly, Frank, Barrios, yeah.
I gotta disagree on
And like my man
Santa
from like
Cruz.
my man from Nebraska say, what did all of them have in common? That high work rate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Facts.
Drake, I'll be honest with you, man. You made some really good points,
I'm
and
gonna tap
Thank
on
you.
last on that, y'all.
I really can't disagree with that. The only thing that I would say is that to your to your point, with Tank being an economical fighter, Shakur is also an economical fighter, and I think Tank is good at closing distance. Now, can he do it against the Shakur? I'll be fair and I'll say this: maybe I'm wrong, and I need to do some studying when he faces Lomachenko to see how he deals with Loma's angles and southpaw stance and speed and fast twitch. Um, and then maybe that'll give me a better idea, and my prediction will change regarding how he does against Shakur.
Okay,
Mm.
that's fair.
That's
Goon,
fair.
what you think?
Okay, Drake, I was going letting y'all both go because y'all both was giving good points, but as you know, I always go with the boxer over us. I'm not gonna call Tank a slugger, but he is that can box because he can box. Tank can box. Tank can box, and people think Tank dumb by the way he talk. He has a high
Yeah.
ring IQ, y'all. I'm telling you, he does.
Yes.
But I got Shakur all day because like Drake and my man Steele said, he can fight when he want to. He gonna have a faster
Mhm.
feet. He gonna have the faster hand speed, and he can see it coming from a mile away. And the only way Tank can catch him if he set a trap or catch him on the ropes or some shit like that. Other than Shakur can make this fight as boring as he want to and win on just scoring blows, scoring
And and,
punches.
and
Exactly.
I'm gonna add him a piggyback. The boxer always beats the slugger, and I'm gonna call Tank a slugger because that's what he is. The motherfucker got 90% knockout, so
Yeah,
he ain't
Mm.
yeah,
floating like a butterfly. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So he is a slugger. So the boxer always beats the puncher and slugger
yeah.
85% of the time. And that goes back to history. You go back to what Ali and Foreman. Then you can go Lennox
Mhm.
Lewis and Mike Tyson. Then you
Fury
go
Wilder. Fuck it. Let's say that one
yeah,
too.
Fury Wilder. And then you
Yeah.
go with Leonard Hearns. See what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Oh, why
you
you had to say that one, Drake? You know
I'm
that shit
sorry, baby.
hurt
I know I
so
broke
bad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Woo!
Hey,
So
And
hey,
you
you
know
who
what?
just hey who
I'm
just
not
said yeah
gonna lie to
that? Somebody in here from Dago?
y'all. Man, listen here,
yeah,
man.
so they know that's 85% of the time. So I gotta go with the odds. I also gotta go with Shakur, excellent biting skill, fighting skills, boxing skills. The like somebody said before on the post, this is called boxing. It ain't called fighting or slugging. It's called boxing.
And
Mhm.
and
And I
one more
think
thing,
that's
Drake. And one more
yes,
thing,
sir.
Drake.
Yes, sir.
But he is mentally crazy on social media. But inside the squared circle, he does focus inside
Yeah,
there. But
yeah, that's what I
on
was saying.
social
He
media,
dictates.
he kind of,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the fuck is you worried about us for, bro?
Well,
Calm
and
down.
that's
yeah.
and that's what
If I
all
can,
I was saying. I
if
did
I
I did
can though.
I did say he was weak in the ring. I just don't want to see that spill. Oh, and make no mistake about it. When they fight, I'm going for Shakur, whether he wins or loses.
Right, right,
I
Okay.
just
right.
I don't know, man. Yeah, like I said, Drico made such good points. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
it takes me back to some of the reasons why I knew
Black,
TC was going to stop Earl.
Black
So
Superman. I need you to
I
jump in because
appreciate it.
you ain't
I
had a
appreciate
chance yet, Black. So you jump on in, bro.
it. Yeah. I got one thing. Hey, Black, what's up, big bro? Also, we can't say that Shakur is on social media showing out when Tank do the same thing too. Tank will get on there and argue with,
Woo!
you know what I mean?
yeah, that's true.
So
Drake
Yo,
is
he
on
threatening
fire
content
today.
creators. He threatening content creators and all that, man. I ain't forgot about that.
there you
You
Oh,
go,
we
right
gotta
on
bro.
talk
that,
about
Drake.
that.
There you
Hey, we
go.
gotta talk about that Jay Prince too. But let Black Superman jump on. We're gonna talk about
Go
that Jay
ahead,
Prince
Black, big
situation.
bro in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's up, y'all? What's going on, man?
We ain't gonna
It's the
jump you, brother.
business.
We ain't gonna
Hey,
jump you.
I ain't worried about the I ain't worried about the jumping. I came here looking for that smoke, bro.
Ah, what's good, my baby? What's good?
Chilling, man. I'm gonna just touch on that Shakur Tank thing.
Okay.
Uh, I think
Go
shit.
on,
I
Tank
think
fan.
she.
Just go
I
on,
think. I
say it.
think.
Yeah, you know he gonna do it.
Nah, you. Nah. I think. I think Shakur got a better chance of winning. But I hear people say, that Tank is just a slugger. He's a boxer. True that. That's his A game. But with Tank being shorter than everybody he fight, he always find a way to get inside, and that's just not slugging. He don't throw 100 punches around. He out there setting people up. And I'm not saying he's gonna beat Shakur, But to those who think Shakur just gonna walk through Tank with the slap and run, that's not gonna happen, bro.
Whoa,
That's
whoa,
just not gonna
whoa.
happen.
You're not gonna get no backhanded comments, bro. You know, the slap the run, that's called boxing, bro. That's called scoring, effective scoring punches, bro. You know, we ain't gonna
Hey
call it
man,
we ain't gonna call it
nah,
slap the run.
we gonna call it what it is. Now there's somebody phone going off. There's boxing to not get hit, and then there's fighting when you scared to get hit. And Shakur
He
Stevens
don't
is
want to
scared to
get hit.
get hit, man.
He don't want to
Well,
Shakur
get hit
Stevens
by
is scared to get hit, bro.
goddamn it. Well, goddamn it, Shakur been scared 22 times then.
No,
Shakur
Woo
scared to get
shit.
hit.
Drake on one
And
today
when we
like
talk about
I don't think he's scared to
and
get hit
when we
personally.
talk about boxers,
I think
we talk about boxers like Bud is a boxer, and Bud when he will give one and take one. You know what I'm saying? Shakur's scared to engage. He's scared to get hit. That's why he
whoa,
getting
whoa,
booed out
whoa,
the
whoa.
ring, bro.
but
Whoa, you
that,
can't
that, that
you
that's
can't
not
call it
fair to say
why,
though, bro.
why
Because
can't be
Shakur don't got a
smart?
power
Why
like
can't be
Bud, man.
smart?
So you got to be smart. That's not a fair comparison. Bud got the equalizer in each hand, bro. So Bud don't mind
I
taking
mean, we
one, two,
could.
or three because
Talk that
he
shit
know
to
he
him.
gonna
Talk
hurt.
that shit to him.
We
Talk that shit,
we could
John. Talk
dress
that
it
shit
up.
to him.
We could dress it up however you guys choose to.
I
But
think
Oh
Tank
again,
beat
shit.
there's
Shakur,
Oh
box.
shit.
but I'm just following
There's
you out what
boxing.
you saying. I think
There's
Tank beat
boxing.
Shakur, but what you saying it don't make sense,
There
bro. You gotta look at
there's
each man's
boxing to
defense.
not get hit. There's boxing to not get hit, and then there's boxing and you scared to get hit. Shakur
Uh-oh.
Stevens is scared to get hit, and because it's
Nah,
boxing, you're gonna get hit. So for
if you
me,
step in that ring,
so
you
for
ain't
me,
scared to
the
get hit.
equalizer. So for me, the equalizer, and that is how is Shakur gonna respond when Tank land one of them on his chin? He's
Woo.
not gonna
That's a
go
fair
12
question.
rounds and Tank don't hit him.
Hey
How does
Don, now
Shakur
that's a
react
fair
when he get
question.
hit?
Don, that's a fair question. You gotta answer that. That's a fair
That
question.
is fair. I think he's not gonna respond well when he get touched by Tank. I think Tank puts him to sleep. Personally, I think Tank beat Shakur. But you saying that Shakur is scared to get hit. When you step in the ring, you ain't scared to get hit. Just the way
Uh-oh.
Shakur
Hey man,
fights. I don't like
have you ever seen any of Mike Tyson's previous opponents when he was in his prime? Those dudes were terrified. And just because you
yes,
step in the ring, just because you step in the ring, don't mean you're not scared. Tyson himself
Okay.
said, "I was scared, but I used it to my advantage because I was scared." So
Okay.
nobody wants to get hurt, bro.
Good
Nobody
Lord.
wants their teeth knocked out. Broner's scared to get hit. Mikey Garcia hit Broner with something in the first round, and that man fought out the shell for the rest of that fight. Dudes are scared to get hit, bro. And
Yeah.
Shakur terrified to get hit.
Well, I don't think so, Black Big Bro, because Shakur said that he was gonna stay in the pocket and fight this fight, and he stayed
Uh-oh.
in the pocket and fought,
Uh-oh.
and
Oh shit.
he also held the land percentage to 13 or 16%.
But he wasn't fighting nobody, bro. If Shakur was in the pocket fighting, why did Bud Crawford tell him you're not letting your hands go?
That's
But then
true.
tell him
He's just giving him advice.
that that's
He didn't say let your hands go. He told him you not letting your hands go. Shakur is scared to fight, bro. He's scared to get hit.
I
Loki
don't
in the
think
You can
building.
be in the
Loki.
pocket and not let your hands go.
nah, because I think that's the way he making it easy for himself. If I can pop shot you here and there, make you miss, and coast to a win, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, we all know Buddy ain't presenting no threat to Shakur.
Hey, Black Superman, let's be honest, bro. Shakur can only come with what he got, bro. If he came with
That's
two
true.
cannons or whatever, he could
That
fight differently. But he can only come with what he got. The same way with
I
Tank.
mean, I mean,
that's true. And I'm gonna agree with what Rick said. Motown Morris Chestnut. I'm gonna agree with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I will say, like you said, Goon, you can only come with what you got. And if that's all Shakur got, then he gonna expect to get talked about, and he gonna be Twitter banging after every one of his fights because he's sticking up the joints, bro. And it is what it is.
Hmm.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's the best offense
Albos in
in the
the
game.
building.
It's the best offense in the game versus the best defense in the game, and I think Shakur's defense is better than Tank's offense.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
You
Talk that
think
shit.
Tank got the best offense in the game?
I think so.
I disagree.
I think he has the best off because his record station. He
What,
got a
what
ninety
about what
percent.
about Boots? Well, what
He
about Boots then, Drake? His record stays it too.
Nah,
no, but
Tank got a better offense.
yeah, Tank,
Sure.
yeah, Tank, get you out of there, bro.
I think Lomachenko and Zepeda got a better offense than Tank. If we being real, at
But
that level,
Really?
but when I'm talking about Mill, I'm talking about the efficiency. I'm talking about getting them
okay.
up out of there. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. I can respect that
Like
then.
my brother said. Black said, they know what Tank coming in there to do. They know
Right.
what's going to happen, could
Seek and
potentially
destroy.
happen to. Yeah, it's seek and destroy with Tank, and they know
Yeah.
that. So they leery of that left hand, just like Tank was leery of Frank when he said, "Well,
And
what if
Rolly.
Frank do this?" Yeah, and Rolly.
Yeah.
And he was leery of Ryan's left hand because he said, "Hey, all you got is that left hand." So they
Mm.
know fully capable. Now, on the flip side, they fought each other since they were 6 years old, all the way up until they grown men. So they know what each other bring to the table. So do they fear
Mhm.
Tank? I don't think so. I think they too familiar to even fear each other. They just got to be the best Shakur, and Shakur got to be the best Tank. That's all.
Bingo. Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Jump in there, bro. That's you, Gabo. Jump on there, bro.
Oh yeah, no, thank you, fellas, for allowing me. I love the points. I mean, I feel like Tank IQ is underrated. I think we know his IQ is high because of what he's done. You know, he's
Mm-hmm.
Roy Jones was speaking on this recently. He was saying something about how we knew Terrence Crawford had a high IQ because he fought guys, you know, coming back, going forward, left stance, right stance. Um,
Speak up a little bit for me, bro.
oh,
Oh,
can you?
Gabo's got
It's
that
hard to hear you,
bedroom
man.
voice,
Yeah.
don't he?
My bad. I need to get a
Yeah, he
mic.
cooking.
I
He
tried to
cooking. I
get
want
the
him to speak up.
headphones
Yeah, he
working.
cooking though.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, my bad, fellas. I tried to get the headphones working. Um,
Gabo's got Luther, the best of Luther Vandross in the background,
can,
smoking a
can
pipe,
you hear me
He cooking though. He cooking though. Go ahead.
talking
Go ahead,
British
bro.
with a
now?
British accent and shit. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Pretty crazy.
I got bad headphones, but
Okay, go
hopefully,
ahead. Go ahead. You cooking
yeah,
though. Go ahead, bro.
yeah. No, I was saying about Roy Jones saying uh, TC had great IQ because he was coming forward and going back from the left and right stance and different points like that. You gotta look it up, but yeah, we know similar with Tank. He's fought different guys in different styles. I mean, he had to have a different style versus Rolly. I mean, he fought going backwards. That was impressive to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
Rolly ain't that great, but Rolly
Power.
did show. Somebody made that point earlier. Rolly did show something different in that he was able to outpoint Tank for a large majority of that fight.
Oh
But
yeah, for sure.
then we look at how he fought Ryan. You know what I mean? He was real flexible. I can't really, I can't really dissect that one as much because I ain't watch it. I don't spend money on those types of fights. But yeah. And then the last fight, Frank. I mean, that was just amazing for me because uh, Frank showed a high level of IQ. He just doesn't know you can't fight a guy like that for 12 rounds expecting not to get hit. At some point, you got to stand your ground, and that's what's going to happen to Shakur. You got to stand your
Oh,
ground,
so
and you
you
got to
saying
let them hands go.
You saying Tank go make him stand and fight?
He going to have to stand and fight Tank. If you
You
think
have to. You don't have a
Tank going
choice.
to let him dance around like Dallas
Why would he do
Mavericks,
that? Why would he do that though, bro? That don't make no sense to fight Tank's
No,
fight.
I
he
get
not
how
going to have a
I get
choice,
what he's
man.
saying. Wait, are you saying that, or are you speaking? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Are you speaking more in terms
No.
of Tank is gonna force him to stand there?
We
Yeah,
can't hear
Like,
you, bro.
are you
Say
saying
that
Tank
again.
is gonna make him? Are you saying Tank is gonna force Shakur to stand there?
yes, I am.
Wow.
Okay, I respect.
I mean, my fault. Go ahead.
No, I was saying
Go ahead,
I
bro.
respect it.
No, at some point,
I think we lost him.
Frank,
Jump in there,
Yeah,
Well,
Frank
still
had to
jump in
stand.
there.
well, I think everybody's jumping to Tank versus Shakur a little too fast, like too prematurely for me. Cause I, hey, y'all gonna say what y'all gonna say about me? I still got Lomachenko over Tank, bro.
hell no, man,
I
get the
still,
fuck out of here, bro.
Ooh.
You tripping?
I still got
That's
Lomachenko over Tank.
That's
I mean,
that's
I wouldn't be
that's.
Bro,
surprised.
what?
I'm anxious to see how Lomo go be able to deal with Tank's power because Lomo is not gonna do no running around. He's gonna box
But
circles
see, my
around.
thing is, my thing is this, man. Like, I don't really see no concrete proof that says Tank is a bigger puncher than someone like a Teofimo Lopez.
Ooh,
I
good
just,
point.
I don't see that.
Nah,
And for him to stay, go ahead.
I'm
What do you
sorry, I
say?
mean because I disagree,
No, you
man.
good?
Yeah, I
Tank went up
disagree
to
too.
140 and knocked out Barrios, bro.
Yeah, he
Tio
did.
moved
I
up
He
140. He
was
disagree.
couldn't knock
also
out
weight
Tio.
drained. He fought
Right.
Barrios at a catch weight though, bro.
He still
Yeah,
He
but
moved
at
fought,
up.
one,
I mean, Tio moved up to 140. Couldn't knock out Steve. Like,
yeah,
who was that? Bro, dude was 7 rounds
but
ahead,
he
bro.
ain't. But he hasn't fought nobody at a catch weight. I'm not, and me personally, as much as I can't stand Tank, I think that was a good win for Tank. Manny Pacquiao is one of my favorite fighters. He fought at plenty. He knocked Miguel Cotto out at a catch weight. That catch weight matters. I won't discredit you for the win, but we do have to take that catch weight into consideration. And with the Barrios win, we have to take that catch weight into consideration. So I'm not too. I'm not all the way sold that Tank is a bigger puncher in front of somebody bigger than the Teofimo Lopez. We saw Teofimo knocked out a legitimate champion at 135 pounds, outlined him in chalk in 2 rounds.
Okay,
And Richard Comey.
okay.
I'm not overly convinced that Tank is a bigger puncher than Teofimo Lopez. And down the stretch with Lomachenko, he had that man looking pedestrian. I personally scored that fight a draw. But I won't argue with nobody that says Teofimo won the fight. I never argue with the decision.
yeah, you
But
can't.
yeah, I just think with I think who you fight matters, man, because the higher you go up in competition, your flaws get highlighted. You know what I'm saying? The holes in your game get exposed, and it's up to you after that learning curve and that learning experience. You're able to go back to the drawing board and fix what it is that needs to be fixed. Tank hasn't fought anybody that really is exposed the flaws and the holes in his game. Lomachenko's been fighting at a championship level since his second fight.
Okay. All right. Drake, I know you got to jump in on this, Drake. Come on now, Drake.
No, I agree. I agree with my man. What's
Somebody
phone
phone.
going off? Somebody phone.
Somebody
Somebody
phone
phone
going
Somebody.
on.
going off.
Okay. I agree with my man. I think Tio is a bigger puncher than Tank because he's doing it at a bigger weight class. You know, that coming you gotta take that in consideration too. You know what I mean? So yeah. And then another thing, I said this before, I don't know if you guys are on here then. Don't get Tank's IQ confused with Tank's confidence. You know what I mean? Because he got that neutralizer that he can say, I'm gonna break your face. Because he knows he's got that neutralizer. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And
mm.
so let's not get those two confused. His IQ is good, but the only thing when Tank fights those elites is something that he can't overcome, and that's his height and that's his reach. And that's what he's giving up, and that's enough for any elite fighter to take advantage of and beat Tank. As for the Lomachenko thing, I think Loma might cause Tank a little problem, but Loma got to bring ass to get ass, and I think that's when that neutralizer. I think that's when Tank gonna use his brick hand and he gonna get off. I'm never gonna bet against Tank. I'm never gonna bet against Tank as long as he got that brick hand. Shit.
You know
Drink is
what?
wild. Yeah.
Much
All right.
love,
E,
Drake.
where
I'm
you at,
gonna
E?
say this though.
Yeah.
Much
Go
love,
ahead,
Drake. I'm
Black.
gonna say this though. I
Much
think I
love.
think the biggest thing that's gonna play into Tank versus Loma, it's gonna be the mental thing. Because as far as what we know, as far as Tank and Loma, Tank don't really believe he can beat Lomachenko. Now I remember
What?
That's
when
true.
Floyd was gonna
That's
make
true.
that when
What?
Floyd was gonna make that fight happen, and and Tank got on social media saying Floyd trying to sabotage me by putting me
Oh,
in
he
fights I'm
did
not
say
ready
that.
for. And
He did say
that's a
that.
mental thing, bro.
He
You
did
know,
say
Yeah.
that.
and you could have all the physical tools like Mike Tyson, bro. Mike Tyson was faster than Evander. He hit harder than Evander, but mentally he knew after that Olympic trials when Holyfield whooped him, he knew he couldn't beat Evander. That was a mental thing, bro. And
Yeah.
so
And let
that's
me
what's gonna come into play for Tank, bro. He got to mentally believe he can beat Loma, and right now I don't see that.
I'm gonna expand on that because you're right, big bro. Because
But he don't gotta fight him then.
when
Shit. He don't
Mayweather
gotta
when
fight him.
Mayweather said to Tank when they got into it, Mayweather said, "You keep talking, I get Loma on your ass, Tank." Y'all remember that?
Streak, you ain't shit for bringing that up, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
two
Drico. Remember now when he said that to Tank. Tank went on social media and was like, "Man, he's trying to set me up."
yeah,
He's trying to sabotage me,
that's
bro.
what Big Brother just said. And another thing about Mike Tyson was scared. When we talk about fighters being scared, Mike Tyson
All
was
the time.
petrified of Lennox
Every
Lewis.
fight.
Mike
Every fight.
Tyson was petrified of Lennox Lewis because Lennox Lewis was kicking Mike Tyson ass when he was 16 in the
Yeah,
Olympics.
that's true.
So
That's
he
true.
was scared, and he paid Lennox Lewis what, $4 million to
Step
step
aside.
aside.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. So these fighters be scared now. These
Oh
motherfuckers
shit.
be
Art
scared.
man in the building.
Oh
Brody.
shit. Little bro, what they
You
do,
could
bro?
you could look at
Art
that Tyson
man in the
Holyfield second
building,
fight, bro.
bro.
Look at Holyfield Tyson too. When they got in the ring and they stare down, Mike
Yeah.
looked at the ground. He didn't even look Holyfield in
Hold
the
up,
eyes
hold
that
up,
second
hold up,
fight,
bro.
bro.
Hold up. We're not gonna act like Holyfield dirty ass because he used the religion.
Hey,
Everybody
you
want to act
you
like Holyfield ain't
you
dirty.
you right.
Holyfield
He
was
was on
dirty.
dope.
He
He
was
was
on
on
dope.
dope.
He
You
was on
right, bro.
steroids.
You right, bro.
Yeah,
But you got to
and he
go
was
back to
head
you got to go
button.
back to 82. You got to go
Yeah,
back to 82 though, when Mike knocked out all his sparring partners and Holyfield
yeah.
was a 170 pounder and Mike was a heavyweight. They put Holyfield in there with Mike. They had to pull Evander off Mike. You know what I'm
Okay, but
saying? Right
what about them
then,
headbutts in the fight though? What about them headbutts in the
hey
fight,
man,
bro? That dirty
hey, he
shit.
bit
What about that
headbutt.
dirty shit?
He
Man,
that was dirty as hell, bro.
Art
Holyfield
man,
beat
That was
Mike
dirt.
talk
Tyson
that shit, Art
ass.
man. Talk that shit, bro.
Holyfield beat
He
Mike
took.
Tyson ass, man. And
That's what I'm saying,
you
bro.
put
But
you put Mike Tyson there with Holyfield 10 times out of 10, Holyfield whooping his ass, bro.
That
I'm
nigga was
sorry.
Right.
dirty, bro. He was
Right.
dirty, bro. He was dirty, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
That's true.
Shout out to Holyfield, man. Holyfield is an all-time great. All-time great.
juice to the
Mike
gills.
Tyson,
He was juice to the gills, bro.
yeah, but Mike Tyson was a limited heavyweight too. You know what I mean? He
Yes.
He
shout
was.
out to him. He overcame a lot of physical obstacles too. But you know, he got exposed. It's hard to get around them 84 inches Lennox Lewis had on his ass though.
And
That's
that
about
Mm-hmm.
bingo,
three.
and that's what you're saying with Shakur and Tank. You
That
know,
motherfucker was
you got to come with what you
punching.
got.
That motherfucker Lennox was jabbing Tyson 4 people away.
Ah!
Hey,
Damn.
that motherfucker had
You ain't
arms
shit.
like Cadillacs, man.
He said, "Bruce ain't judging
You ain't
four
shit for
people in the
saying that,
world."
Drake. Damn.
Shit.
And then he got the longest jet. Then he had the longest reach in boxing at the time.
Yeah, it's like 40,
Yeah.
84 inches, ain't it?
84 inches, bro. Pause.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
hard,
I
man.
think it was
But I
between him
do,
and that Klitschko.
yeah. But again, I'ma always favor that boxer. I'm gonna go with Core because he also and peep this, y'all, he's also training with the baddest man on the planet.
But he ain't
TC.
Oh
listen.
shit.
But he ain't listening to them
EJ,
though, bro.
EJ, AJ in the building.
He ain't
AJ.
listening to them though, Drake.
What up, though?
Yeah.
He ain't
So
listening to them
It,
though,
it,
man.
Drake,
That's
what
what
you
I
I'm
hate
say?
to
saying.
say it, Drake. He training with Bud for sure, man, because he ain't using none of what Bud be using in the
He ain't
ring at
listening. That's
all.
what I'm saying. He
No, they
ain't
go
listening to nothing they saying, bro. He ain't
yeah,
listening to
but
anything
he
his
gonna be ready
grandfather
though.
said.
He gonna be Bud and them gonna have him ready, bro. He gonna be ready. If that fight ever manifests, believe me, Shakur gonna be ready.
I mean, are we forgetting about the trainers though? I mean, Kenny
Uh-oh.
Atkinson and Coach Calvin though are real. I prefer them over Raleigh, especially with Shakur. He want to back talk all the time. Tank will sit and listen, and he'll take the advice. He'll implement what they give to him. See, the thing with Shakur talking back, I think that spells disaster when you get there with Tank. Kind of like with
Woo.
Right.
Chris Colbert when he fought Rayo the second time. He wasn't listening. They got mad at him and his ass got knocked out. You gonna ask me something like this?
Good point. Good point.
I'm just saying, man. You gotta be in tune with your team, man.
Yeah. You gotta trust in the plan, and then you have
100,
to
bro.
execute the plan on top of
That's
that.
true.
So if you're not executing the plan and you don't have a plan B or C, you hit. Like Frank came in there, he wasn't prepared, bro. Frank whole camp was messed up. For one, you got the head trainer not even communicating with the manager. The
Ooh.
head trainer is supposed to
Cooking.
say, "Hey, this is what Frank need to work on." The manager say, "Hey, what we need for Frank?" Oh, and then
Ain't
the
even
trainer
talking.
say, "We need A, B, and C." And like my man Tank said, "How you even know, nigga? You not even in camp because you and my man don't get
Woo.
along."
That was
Woo.
facts though.
Let's
Yeah,
not
so
forget how smart Tank was too, because he busted he shot the engine block out, bro. He went to
yeah,
Frank body and Frank
Yup.
couldn't run no more, bro.
yeah.
And he finally caught up to him.
But see, that's that
Hey,
IQ that everybody talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's that IQ. Along, and
I,
when you got that high IQ and you got that brick in your hand, hey man, shit.
Go
I
ahead,
got an
Black.
honest question.
Yeah,
Who do Shakur spar with that get him ready for Tank?
Terrence Crawford.
Nobody.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean that's
oh,
yeah.
oh,
That's
nice
Yeah,
rebuttal,
but
Drake.
yeah,
Nice rebuttal, Drake.
I
Okay,
mean,
next question.
I'm gonna say I'm
Nice
hold on. I'm
rebuttal,
gonna say
Drake.
yes or no. Hold on. How you?
He bodied
Cause,
that
cause
nigga on the shit, bro.
I know,
I'm
but I'm saying
dead, bro.
how is God gonna
You know
emulate?
we looping that
Yo, I
shit.
can't even get this shit out. I
Go
can't even.
ahead, bro.
No, I can't even get my
Go ahead.
question out. Cause I'm laughing. Now I'm laughing too damn hard. But
Go ahead.
but how is Bud going? How is he gonna emulate like the height and reach of Tank? Like, cause Bud's so damn tall. You feel me? Like how is that
That
gonna help
that's my
Shakur? You know what I'm
point.
saying? Like
Hey,
no
that's my
one.
point, bro. That was a smart ass answer, Drake. I give you that one, but that ain't gonna get him ready for Tank. Just like when Holyfield was about to fight Mike, he sparred David Tua. All right, that'll get you ready for a Mike Tyson. Who does
Right.
Tank spar legitimately, honestly? We
Ooh,
ain't talking
came
about
back
no
at you,
Bud.
Drake.
Yeah.
Who do he spar to get him ready for Tank?
Came back at you,
Because
Drake.
I would.
Bud not gonna try to hurt Shakur in camp. So who do
I
they get to spar to get him ready for Shakur? Because Tank coming to hurt him. So
I
who
You
do
might
he
bring
not be
spar?
able to touch him. If he don't
I
get
bring in
touched,
Tim.
I got it,
I
Drake.
bring in
I got it,
I
Drake.
bring in
You
Tim
may not
Bradley.
touch Shakur because ain't nobody else did. What is it,
Tim Bradley.
17%? You can't even touch
Can,
him. Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro.
Ooh.
If we being
Yeah.
honest,
Look at me when
if
I'm talking to you, bro.
if, if we being
Ooh.
honest, I would bring in Pitbull, bro. Just because I would
can
bring
y'all
in
hear me?
Pitbull.
Pitbull ain't gonna give you
Yeah.
no free look. Pitbull ain't
No,
giving you no
no,
free
no.
look. Look,
Listen,
Hell
I'm
no,
gonna
not
tell
no
y'all.
damn
look at me when
Pitbull.
I'm talking to you,
What?
bro. Pitbull ain't gonna give you no free
Pitbull?
look. Yeah,
I'm
that
I'm
way.
gonna tell you this. Y'all know
Hell
who
no.
I would bring in? I would bring in Tim Bradley.
Oh hell
And
no,
beat
bro.
the shit out of his ass.
I bring in Tim Bradley.
And
Hey,
beat
for
his
one,
ass.
you know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Plus, Bradley is that height too. Bradley, what, 5'6",
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
somewhere like
Since
that.
he got so
And
much
you're,
to say.
yeah, and he's gonna be in there. You're not gonna knock him out.
Bradley got pillows for Fisto, bro.
That's what we
True.
need, baby. We don't need to get knocked out aspiring.
But
Damn.
I thought you said something about the
Yeah.
brick hand. You got to get hit by that brick to get ready for it, bro.
Oh
No, you
shit.
you can't that part you can't emulate. But
Oh,
peep
my
this though.
OG in the
No, you
building. The
can't do that.
Peep,
OG.
yeah.
Karan in the building.
Oh,
What's
what's up,
going
Karan?
on? What's going
But
on, y'all?
what's up?
OG
What's
was
up?
good with it.
But I'm gonna ask you the same question. Who is Tank got to emulate that distance and that speed and that counter punching and that
Uh-oh.
spinning and twirling that Shakur do?
Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's a good
nobody.
question.
If I had
Nobody.
to pick somebody, if I had to pick somebody with that's on that skill level, why not spar Devin Haney?
Oh,
Nah,
because you
man.
don't want to get hurt
We
either,
know
huh?
that'll never
You
happen.
don't want to get hurt either, huh? You don't want no brick hand on you either,
Not
huh?
no, not no damn Devin Haney. Come on now.
He don't want to get hurt either.
Shakur ain't got no brick.
Right.
Shakur ain't got some bricks. Shakur ain't
No,
throwing
that's
with
what I'm
bricks.
saying.
So
That's
why
what I'm
why do
saying. You just said Shakur
so
didn't want
why
to get
not
hurt, so
what
then he want to get
skill for
hurt.
skill for skill for skill. You know what I'm saying? You sparring in 10, 12 ounce gloves with head thrown.
You breaking up, Black. You breaking up, my baby.
You know what, Black? Because he talking bullshit. That's why he
Hey,
breaking up.
look, hey, look, hey, look. He trying to act like he going out. We jumping his ass now. He
Yeah,
wasn't gonna
yeah,
jump you at first.
yeah. But no, man, it ain't nobody that they can get to spar
Bring
each
it
other, man.
on. Bring that shit.
Hey, but listen, it ain't even about it ain't not, y'all. It's the same thing what I said about EJ and TC. It ain't about the weapons that these cats bring to the table. It's who can take away whose weapons, who
Yes.
can
Okay, look.
diffuse whose weapon. And I think that Tank only has one weapon. That's that left hand. As far as that jab go, we know distance trumps a jab, right? So
Yeah.
Shakur gonna create that distance. We know that. So that jab is going from Tank. What does Tank got left? Bulldoze. What is Shakur good
Oh
at?
shit! Here we go with
He
that
there go that
bullshit.
word.
Yeah,
There go
but
that
he
word.
showed you what
And
he
what is
had against
Shakur good
Trent.
at? Shakur is playing good at playing Matador. So Shakur is
Mm.
gonna play that Matador because he's gonna reduce Tank into being the bull.
Well, should Shakur get fined? Because I know my man Karan asked me one night, should Shakur get fined for what he said in the media?
What he
He
say?
said a whole lot.
Talk on it, Karan. You got your chance. Go ahead and enlighten
I'm,
these
I'm
guys.
kind of in the car, Mo. I just didn't want to miss your live. You know what I mean? I'm coming back from
Yeah.
shopping, so I'm just gonna listen in. But
You
Oh,
like I
coming back
said,
from
like I told Drake
you coming
earlier,
back
right?
from trapping.
Listen. Yeah, the only time Shakur fight with heart is when he got headgear on and bigger gloves.
Damn.
oh shit! What the fuck?
Hey
What the
y'all,
fuck?
listen, I'm gonna let y'all in on something. My man Karan, he don't like nothing that got to do with TC over there. He don't like none of that. So you're not gonna get no type of no play from him when it comes to nothing get to do with TC on that
He
side.
don't fuck with Shakur
Hold
at
up, but
all,
Shakur ain't
man.
got nothing to do with TC. So I don't understand why y'all keep trying to make that connection.
What?
What you mean got nothing to do with TC?
What?
They
Hey, my man,
connected.
you in Nebraska, ain't you, Mill? Ain't you in
Yeah,
Nebraska?
Mills in. Yeah, he from Nebraska.
Do you see Shakur there in Nebraska?
He gone. Mill gone.
Oh, I don't know. I can't answer that.
Do y'all
I
think
thought
Shakur should be fined for what he said though in the media though when he
what
with
did
the
he
nigga
say?
when he was saying the nigga
Fuck
word
them
and
niggas. I hate niggas. I hate them niggas.
all that?
Oh
No,
wow.
that ain't got nothing to do with
Y'all wanted Ryan fined. I mean,
No, why should Shakur be fined?
because you
Okay,
gotta
because Shakur
gotta
say he
hold it
Puerto
the
Rican.
same.
He
You
say he
gotta
Puerto Rican. He don't say he black.
yeah.
Oh.
You gotta hold
Oh.
it the same, bro. You gotta hold it the same.
Oh.
oh,
He
I
has
didn't know
Like
never
that.
said he was
I
Puerto
don't
Rican.
know.
I mean, he has never said he was black. He always say he Puerto Rican. He come in there with a Puerto Rican flag. So it's cool for a black looking Puerto Rican to say it, but anybody else is an issue.
Well,
Nah, but I'm
technically,
saying like
Puerto Ricans are American.
yeah,
Man,
Puerto Ricans are black, man.
man,
no,
Puerto
but I'm
Rican is
just
black,
saying
man.
that
Have
the
you
same it's
seen
the same
have,
act though. It's the
have
same
you
act.
seen have you seen that nigga granddaddy, man?
He's black, bro. Yeah, like
Forget what his grandfather is. He claimed Puerto Rican.
You
No,
did.
no,
You
bro.
did.
No, bro. I claim Puerto
Hey, hey,
Rican,
hey, but
whatever.
you got men that you got men that identify as women though. That don't change the facts, bro.
Right, right.
Oh, that's my
Right.
What
point.
they got
That's
to do
my
with the
point there.
conversation?
No, look, no, it has everything to do with the
that's
conversation
everything to
because
do with
that's
yeah,
my
what he's
whole
saying.
point.
Hey, listen, y'all
You
on this
just made my
panel,
whole
man.
point.
I'm Dominican. What do I do? Do you hear me screaming
Hey,
Dominican?
Drake,
I
this is my
can.
point, right? Listen,
I
a
can.
week after Ryan got in trouble for it, Shakur was saying all kind of "I hate niggas."
Well,
Mm.
that's because they looking at his grandfather and they saying, "What's wrong with this nigga?"
But that ain't right though.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
ain't
That's
right
like
though.
Tiger Woods. You remember Tiger Woods was like, "I'm Caucasian," and
Uh,
then
uh,
white
uh,
Can't
people
hold,
was
stand
like,
Tiger
And he
Woods.
win, he
excuse
win.
me.
"But
I,
and Pete Gang, and what them white folks do to him? They put that chicken and watermelon in the room for him
Oh
to let him
They
yeah.
know."
loved it
Drake,
Oh,
Drake,
they
because
I
he
did.
ain't
just
claim black.
I'm gonna just interject real quick. I am Puerto Rican, all right,
Right,
and so I mean, but I'm dark, and
right.
the way I was always raised up is that our roots, obviously we're mixed or we have a mixture of stuff, but our strongest foundation, pretty much comes from Africa, man.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I don't
You
know
the
if
first
cities
Puerto
that,
Rican I ever heard say anything about Africa.
Hey man,
well,
you
hold on,
listen.
no, hold on,
T name on the book is T Negro.
El Negrolo. Yeah. Now,
Yeah. So his name is
hold on.
T nigga on the book.
I'll say this.
That's just
There are
black.
a lot of us out there. If you look at our celebrities, you look at Ismael Rivera, you look at Cheo Feliciano, Roberto
Nigga,
Clemente.
who?
All
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
saying, celebrities that we have that are darker than me with 4C coarse hair. All right, if you are from the Caribbean, you have strong roots to Africa. I don't
Yeah.
care what any of these
Exactly.
I don't care what any of these guys out here are trying to say. All right, they're delusional and they got
Right.
mental illness. Okay,
Can I can I speak to that?
Yeah.
sure, go ahead.
Hey, listen, Mo. The point I was trying to make is any boxer, public figure that say that word need to be held to the same scrutiny.
I agree.
Period.
I agree.
I don't
I agree.
I,
I
Nobody
I
get a
agree.
That's it
disagree.
pass.
right there.
I
I mean,
do.
I
Ryan
disagree
was
with
using
that.
it though. Ryan
But
was
Yeah,
using the
yeah.
R U
I want
R.
to speak. I want to speak to this. I want to speak to this notion that you automatically black or you have strong ties to Africa because you're from the Caribbean. I remember me and Drake was actually online. And it was, I think he's a Dominican cat out of Philly, and he was trying to say we was, castigating Tank for not fighting any black fighters, and he posted a picture. He has fought a black fighter before, and he posted a picture of Hector Luis Garcia because he's Dominican,
Yeah.
straight from
Yep.
the
Yep.
Dominican Republic. And I'm like this, man. You see clear as day. Like if you saw him and Raymond same room, you would think that both of them motherfuckers was Mexican. We know what a
Yeah.
black person
Yeah.
looks like, man. You're not automatically black because you come from the Caribbean. You're not automatically a diasporan African because you're from the Caribbean. They have
Right.
Spanish-speaking mestizos. And by and large, I think the totality that come from the Caribbean and Spanish-speaking countries in particular. We can't
Right.
just automatically say that they're black or they're African or whatever because they're Caribbean. That's a disrespect to us, and it's a disrespect to their indigenous Native
Oh,
American lineage as well, man. I don't think we need.
okay,
It's
hold on,
not.
hold on.
It's not.
Let me say
That's
this.
the truth.
First of all, I am Puerto Rican. I'm not disrespecting myself by saying
Yeah,
that. What I'm
yeah.
doing is bringing awareness to the fact that there are a lot of Latinos who want to disassociate themselves from their African roots. If you listen, if you're
True.
gonna hold on, give me a sec, man. Let me cook on this because I've been dealing with this shit my whole life. All right. I
Okay,
have dealt with one side of the fence of what you want to call FBAs or foundational Black Americans, which in truth, all of America, if you're of African diaspora, you're considered an African American. People forget Latin America is fucking America. It's just not the
True.
United States of America. Okay, so let's start there. Number two, all right, if you really want to dig deep into this, okay, you're right. My grandmother is mestiza. All right, my dad is mestizo, like, but he has African in him. Okay, and
yes,
the reason why I'm
yes.
saying that is because culturally, the Yoruban words interwoven in our dialect, the food, the dance, the Yoruban worship, all of that shit is African. I'm not, and listen, you have two groups of Black Americans who either minimize all of what you just gave credence to regarding the indigenous and Spanish roots as well, and say y'all ain't nothing but niggas. But then you have another side of foundational Black Americans who say shit like, "Well, y'all ain't black." Well, which fucking one is it?
It
People like
depends on
me.
which one you are. I think you're making a generalization with me, and I definitely wasn't trying to offend you on whatever it is, to the point that you were making. That wasn't my intent, because that point doesn't just lie with you. My thing is, I know what a black man looks like because I look at him every day in the mirror when I wake up and ready for work. And I'm not doubting that there's a strong African presence in these Spanish-speaking nations. The Dominican Republic in particular, that's a 90% black island or whatever because it shares a space with Haiti. Puerto Rico has a seismic population of Africans as well, and so does Cuba. The Yoruba tribe, it's huge in Cuba. So I'm not denying that there's an African presence that rests within the Latin America. I mean, shit, Brazil has the biggest black population outside of the continent of Africa. So I'm not saying there are no black people that rest within these spaces. What I'm saying is, I think it's real disingenuous to say that to relegate someone who we clearly see as a mestizo as black because they have distant African lineage. Distant African lineage. I don't get to make aspirations to being a white man in America because I have European ancestry due to what we went through over here in America. My wife is Mexican and Guatemalan. She has 5% African lineage in her blood. I don't think that I think it's ludicrous for her, and not just her, anybody like her with that diluted amount of blood, African blood in her, to say that I'm black and make a correlation to that and think that they get, I'm not even gonna get into all that, but I think it's really disingenuous. I think it's real fucked up to the people who are what we are. I don't know what you look like or nothing like that. I'm not denying your lineage. I'm not saying I don't know what you look like to make that assumption of whether you're black or whether
Right.
or Naino. I'm
No,
not trying to disrespect you or anything like that. But
I remember.
and I'm not. And that, go
I
ahead.
remember that post though, bro. That was Adam that said
Yeah,
that.
what's that
He
behind
said
you,
he
bro?
put Adam
Somebody
Rosario
phone doing something.
put that picture up of those
Yeah.
yeah, and that was on my post. I remember exactly what, and I was like, he ain't no nigga.
So
What you
Drake,
talking
you
about?
saying a black dude can say he hate niggas, but anybody else say it, it's an issue.
Yeah, it's an issue. I can
Then
say
it
that
should
in
be
my
an
mind.
issue
Listen, man.
regardless who say
Listen,
it.
I can
It
go in
should be
my
an
mind.
issue regardless who say it.
But no. Listen,
Why should it be
listen,
an
man.
issue regardless of who say it?
It's called home cooking. I can come home and go in my house and walk with my shoes on, but you can't. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
I can go
Facts.
in
Yeah,
my refrigerator and you can't. You see what I'm saying? Now,
I feel you.
that's
Talk
all.
that
It's
shit.
home cooking. I can say what I want to say to my brother. You can say what you want to say to your brother. But if you're not my brother, I can't address you as who I am. I can say, hey, what up, nigga? Would I say that to a white guy? No. If a
Nope.
white guy said that to me, we got problems because it's cultural. Now, I
But
will
that's the
say
point,
this.
Drake.
I
As a
will say
public
this.
figure, all of them need to be held to the same standard.
Well, Earl said nigga before. All of them
No,
say
he
nigga
ain't
when they
say he
talk their
hate
shit.
niggas.
But they all say it. They all say it. Now you
It's
picking and choosing.
No, I'm going by what he said.
Now you grammar schooling them. No, if you say the word, the key word is nigga, right? That's the basis of this conversation.
Hey Mo,
So
what did he say, Mo?
He said what you said. I'm with
He
you.
hate
so
niggas,
so so
right?
what you gonna do? Lock him up on a hate crime and he a nigga too?
No, I'm saying he need to be held to the same standard.
Okay, what's
Hey,
the
look, he
standard?
said they suspended Ryan, for his
What?
little rant.
Now
Listen,
I'm not
right?
saying Shakur should be suspended, but
So
he shouldn't get a
so
pass either. Nobody
so
should get a pass.
every white person.
I
So
think. Go ahead. My
so
fault. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
every white person that call itself hillbilly and redneck, they should be locked up too.
No, so you know what? I want to touch on some stuff. He's right.
One
And
more thing,
sometimes,
T. One more thing I got to say.
oh
My
yeah, go ahead, brother.
grandmother,
My bad.
my great grandmother, my grandfather is Dominican. They don't mess with nobody outside of a Dominican. Like they patronize with Dominicans. They in New York, that's all they shop at is Dominican store or used to. Brother, rest in peace, my grandparents. That's all they shop at when they came over here to Brooklyn. They didn't go outside of those boundaries. So it is a little bit of prejudice going on. Just like Japanese person, they leave Japan, come over here and buy a Honda. They still gonna support their people. When have you seen a Japanese person driving a Buick?
No, that's true, bro. And I'll say
Or
this
True.
support
to the
blacks.
bro.
Or
Facts.
support blacks.
Let me mute.
That's
Sorry.
facts.
Go ahead. I'm done.
I said,
Oh,
or support blacks. Yeah.
so I'll go ahead and say this. The brother who said earlier, he's right. Okay, because I do have mestizo, more Euro family members. I know every Puerto Rican or Caribbean isn't black. I was talking about the culture more so being directly related to Africa in a sense. Really, the majority of Caribbean culture is. Now, to the point with what he said, the
But
core
T,
is
you
is
paint that with a broad brush though, because we know where everybody originated from, right?
I'm
So
not trying to, I'm not, and my experience is different because my mother's a black Rican. My dad is
okay,
black and mestizo mixed. So like I
right,
look more black, you know what I'm saying? So my
yeah.
my experience is going to be different, even from members of my own family. So I identify as black. I say
Whether
nigga.
you white, black, Chinese, Japanese, extraterrestrial, you came from the Garden of Eden, so they say, right? Which is in
Yeah,
Africa, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So every nigga is a nigga. Everybody walking around here is a nigga.
So, but that's, I wasn't trying to, Draco, I wasn't trying to
Jesus
be
is a
that,
nigga.
I wasn't trying to
He
be that
is.
broad with it because Shakur,
Moses is a nigga.
Drake, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
You a nigga
Yeah.
too,
I hear
nigga.
you.
We can
Okay.
hear you if Drico shut the fuck up.
You a nigga too, Kyra. Everybody on here a nigga.
No, I get that. I get that, Drake. I know Ethiopia, Eritrea, the cradle of civilization, the whole nine. I get
All
all of
that
that.
shit.
What I'm
Everybody
saying
a nigga.
is that Shakur is a black Puerto Rican, literally. He has a black parent, and if I'm not mistaken, his his father is an Afro Rican. Like, so he's probably like half mestizo, half black, right?
You are what your father is, man. If Shakur
Okay,
Dad's
well
black,
then that makes me a mestizo, but I'm darker than Shakur because my dad is lighter than Shakur Stevenson. That I still identify as black.
So y'all want levels of niggas? Is that what we doing now?
No,
Niggas?
bro. What I'm saying
Yes.
is
Yes.
hold on,
I do.
hold on, Drico. What I'm when he
The
said,
penalty. So everybody need
give
to be
me,
held to the same standard.
I
That's my
understand.
opinion.
I'm not saying he was right for saying it. I'm wondering if he was like, you know how black people who don't have any Caribbean lineage be like, man, I can't stand niggas sometimes. It be your own to do you the worst. That's the
Yeah, that's what he.
context I thought he was
I
coming from when he
yeah,
said it.
that's what I think. But he said black niggas. He was like, I can't say I
Me
hate
too.
black
I
niggas.
agree with that.
Now,
Yeah,
now, now, here's the thing: if he did come from a nefarious context where he's separating himself from blackness and saying I'm not like y'all, fuck y'all, he hell yeah, he needs to be held accountable for it. I agree with that 100%.
I don't think so, bro. I think it was just like you said the first time. I just think it's your own kind going against you. You know what I mean?
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
I think it was that, bro. To be
I just
honest with
think
you.
I just think he was like, man, I can't stand niggas. I just think it was something along them lines. And I think the fact that we comparing it to what Ryan Garcia was doing for a man to sit there and say, I hate niggers. Let's keep that
Yeah, it's
nigger
different.
in context. Let's keep that. And let's also keep in context the fact that this man said, let's dig up George Floyd so we can kill that nigger again after making assumptions, after making aspirations going to join the KKK. What Shakur did and what Ryan did is two completely different ball games, man. And I think it's real disingenuous to sit there and hold Shakur to the same standard that we should be holding Ryan to. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
You should.
Oh,
I'm
and T,
feel like
and T,
this.
I like that. I like that.
Hey, T, you there?
He about to come
T.
back on right now.
Bless.
Oh, hey, T.
Like,
Somebody got some feedback.
Who in the hell
like
is
I'm
at the
gonna say this.
racetrack?
Like,
Somebody got some
yeah, I know
feedback.
what is
Man.
that. Like I'm gonna say this. Like the way Shakur spoke, it's like how how we talk to each other in the street and shit. You feel me? The way Ryan said that shit from a place of hatred, bro. Like Ryan should, man, fuck Ryan Garcia, man.
Right,
Like
right.
real shit. You know what I'm
But
saying?
Kyron, you want,
Facts.
yeah, Kyron want the whole word. What I think Kyron just mad about the whole word. Like
Man,
the whole word need to be gone because you can't. They all said when they get on that podium, bro. I heard niggas so many times when AB was up there.
exactly.
Oh man, you know what I mean? Earl said it. Everybody said it. TC done said it before up there. I mean, they all. It's just a term of endearment, but we can use that word when.
Right.
AB even called the white dude a nigga. Like
He did.
He
you
did.
know,
Oh,
He
God, he
what?
did.
did.
He
Yeah,
did.
you know what I'm saying? The dude, the old dude, that Gil Clancy or somebody or whatever the dude name to be up on the podium, the older white dude.
He's not Al Bernstein, right?
I think it was Al Bernstein. Yup, it was.
Yeah, it was Bernstein.
Yeah,
Gang,
yeah,
gang.
yeah. He said, "Shut up, nigga." You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, he thought.
It just
So
took me out.
yeah, Al Bernstein was just like, okay, you know what I mean? But so I think it's just that, bro. We making a big deal. If we make a big deal out of it, guess what? They're gonna keep on saying it anyway. So by us trying to ban the word, I've been hearing this shit since the 70s. Don't say niggas, all this stuff right here. I read my dad's little doctrines and my uncle's doctrines about the word nigga in the 70s. So that's been going on for 40, 50 damn years. Well, us four niggas ain't gonna stop the word nigga. Period.
Nope.
Talk that shit then, Dre.
But you
You know,
can, but I think we do have a responsibility to address our anxiety that we feel when we hear outsiders saying it. I'm real uncomfortable with Spanish speaking mestizos saying it. I was in my backyard, and like I said, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. A lot of these cats try to relegate this shit to just a coastal thing. You got Asians over there in California who use that shit loosely. I'm back in my backyard, in my alley, in my backyard. I gotta help one of the Mexican cats fix his flat tire, and nigga is just flying out of his mouth. I'm like, homie, you killing me with this nigga shit. And even his brother eventually got on his ass, like, yeah, homie, like you can't be saying that shit. Every black man ain't gonna accept that shit. I'm not a fan of non-black people using the word nigga, man. Like I when you were saying like, what you say, levels the nigga, like how much nigga you want in you. I'm one of them niggas out, bro. I need at least a black parent. You dig? I need a black parent, a fully black parent for me to be, okay with you saying that word. I'm that nigga. I'm all about gay. I'm unapologetic about that, man. So yeah, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, if you're not black, like how I look at myself in the mirror and see a black man, I can't accept that word from you, and I'll draw my line in the sand with you on the
there you go. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm dark. I'm dark skinned. Y'all see those of y'all who know me in the group. Y'all see me. So hey, man, I hope I get a pass. Jesus.
No, I'm not. I've never seen you before. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't
AT,
necessarily a.
AT, have you
Say
ever been
what?
called a nigga before, T?
Yeah.
Okay then,
He's
nigga. Cause you look like a nigga.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I
I
don't
know I've
look
been called
Dominican.
one.
no, I don't look like Dominican, but people that's older than me, like in their 60s, 70s, they can tell it. You know what I'm saying? They say, "Hey, are you Dominican?" They can tell it, but like people my age and y'all wouldn't be able to look at me and say, "Oh, Drika," you know
Hey,
what I
Drake,
mean?
I can see it though. I can see it though because they say the
I can
same
see
thing
it
about
too.
me, and I
Yeah,
I
and I don't
mean,
I don't think I got none in my
yeah, yeah.
family. I don't think.
It's
a lot
it's
of
it's the hair, it's the hair and the complexion, probably that red tone underneath.
Yep, because
You know
this
what I'm
lady from
saying?
Cuba swore I was, bro.
it's the
Yeah, yeah,
features. If
yeah. The
even if you
features.
look at me, I mean, my hair is curly and I'm dark, but my nose is, I mean, different, I guess one
You're
could
a nigga.
say, and my facial features. So
You're a wide nose, big lip nigga.
no, go look at my
Cheapskate.
picture for real. Go, I'm not saying this from my perspective. I'm saying from what people have told me. And I mean, you can go right on my page and look at me and see what I look like. I mean,
Hey, a motherfucker ain't got to tell me what I am. I see myself every day.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but at
Yeah,
the end of the day, I what I'm saying is people know their own. As
yeah,
dark
yeah,
as I am, I've had motherfuckers
yeah.
come up to me and just start speaking Spanish, and I speak, read, and writing. How do they
Right.
know that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. But the bottom line is this, man. You know what you are. Everybody know who they are. They
yeah,
is. By Shakur saying what he said, he can't be punished for saying what he is. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
exactly.
that's a
Yeah,
totally different from Ryan. Ryan don't. He ain't in our culture. He's not from our culture. He's not of our culture. So he
yes.
ain't got no business saying what his culture is.
In particular.
Yeah, yeah. And whoever was standing by Ryan, whoever the nigga was standing by Ryan when he said it, should have blacked his eye.
They ain't gonna do that
Yeah,
because
there's a lot of
that's
raccoonery going on in boxing, bro. You know that.
way too much.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ryan ain't no
Absolutely.
meal ticket. That's what it is.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But I gotta give it to T. Listen, me and T used to be on the phone. I was an Earl Spence fan. I was heavy on Earl at one time. You remember that, T? You
Yeah,
remember?
yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Me and T was on the phone. He was like, "Hey man, Drake, I sent you some pictures. You just look at this, look at those films and study them." And I was like, "All right, I got you." No, for real. T know we be talking. T my guy. We go back like 4 years, and I got to looking at him, and then I was like, "T man, you right, man. You're right. That like TC got some skills, bro." And that kind of, you know what I'm saying? As I got to watching him, you know what I mean? I was like, "Uh-oh, this is a 50-50 fight." You know what I'm saying? And then as time went on, I was like, "Nah, TC Washington." You know what I mean? I just
You
seen,
didn't say that shit.
yeah, yeah. I just seen the era was staying the same. Every fight with him was cut and paste. Like you can cut him and paste him on any fight, and it's the same. It's the same fight with him. All 30 some fights was the same. TC was winning different. Right hand, left hand, different stance, different punch, different arc. He was switching up. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
countering, slipping, dipping, spinning them.
Whoa, whoa,
You know what I
that's the
mean?
same thing with Tank though.
Uh-oh.
Now here
Oh,
he go. That's the
oh
same
shit.
thing with Tank though.
Uh-oh.
No, Tank is talented, bro. Like we're not taking them from Tank, but Tank has a height differential that he's got to overcome. And I know people say,
And,
well,
and
he's fought.
Shakur got a heart differential he got to overcome.
Well, you can't
Woo!
you can't base that off of one fight. Y'all go to that
No,
that De Los Santos fight.
listen,
Don't get
nah, man,
don't.
I'm going off the last
Nah, what
fight,
about
man.
what
The
about
last fight
Nakatilo?
he had a shit in front of him and he was a pit bull. He should have just ripped him.
Boy, they talking shit
That's it.
today.
Oscar Valdez. He admitted that he didn't like getting hit when he fought Valdez.
He
Valdez just hit him with a body
who
shot, and he
said
was like,
Valdez? That's
But
right.
wait a minute,
He
I
y'all
beat
think
up
forgot
so.
he fought
Valdez.
Valdez. He did get hit against Valdez, and
Yes,
he
he did, but
still
he admitted
outwent
it.
the fuck out of Valdez and made it light work.
You know,
And what you think
bro,
gonna happen when Tank hit him?
I know Oscar Valdez hit him, and he,
What you
he
think?
ate that shit.
He ain't
he
gonna
didn't
eat it
like
when
it. Nah,
Tank hit him.
he said he was
He
hurt. He
ain't
said
gonna eat it.
Valdez got
Not
him
at
hurt.
135.
How can y'all say that? Have y'all ever seen Shakur wobble?
Uh-oh.
Not
Talk
at
that shit to him, Drake.
135. I'm
No, but
telling
I'm
you,
telling you
man.
what the man said.
Tank
I'm
Talk
hit
that
I'm
at
shit,
telling you, he
Drake.
said that he was
135.
hurt.
have y'all seen Tank? So what makes y'all think Shakur
Uh-oh.
Tank is gonna wobble him if y'all haven't seen him wobble before? Here we go with this
Uh-oh.
wishing on the star shit again that y'all is doing
Nah,
Uh-oh.
with
ain't no
TC.
wishing on the star
Wake
shit,
him
Drake.
up. Wake him up. Wake
It
him
ain't no
How we
wishing on the
know? You
star
know how we
shit.
know?
How
Because
we
he
know?
won't let his hands go when he in the pocket. He get right
Oh,
out of
oh
there.
Based
shit.
on
He
oh,
say,
Oh
he
well,
say
shit.
tell
it's
that to
too hot
Jamel
over here.
Herring.
I'm gonna get out of
Tell
here.
tell that to Jamel
Damn.
Herring. Tell Jamel Herring that Shakur
Jamel
said
Herring
hands
just
up.
He
walked
calling out
into
names.
it.
You name
Jamel
calling
just
out.
walked
Oh
into
shit.
it. I, yo,
How did
I,
he get?
He put
Listen,
them paws on Herring. I was at that fight. He put them
okay then.
paws on Herring.
Oh, okay then. Okay.
He put them paws to Herring.
All right
what
now.
did Jamel do? He walked in a straight line forward to get punched in
Oh,
the
well, we
face,
can't do
man.
that
That's
now.
why
We
his
can't do
face
that
looked
now.
like
We
that.
can't do
We
that
can't
now.
we
Do
can't
that.
put an asterisk by it. The W
Yeah,
is
we
the
can't do
W,
that
right?
now. We put the paws
I'm
on.
not putting an asterisk by it, but I'm telling you, Tank ain't gonna walk forward to get punched in the face. I'm gonna tell you, Tank gonna go underneath
Tank
it,
face
and
was
he's gonna
scarred up
punish you.
against Frank Martins. What you think is gonna happen with Shakur fast hand?
Listen, eventually he gonna hit Shakur. That's all that matters. Just like with
That's a
Frank.
prayer. That's a prayer.
You can't just say eventually he going to Shakur. I mean, he got to be able to
I said
set
the
his
same
shots
thing with
up
Frank.
for
I said the
How
him to
same
land
thing
on
with
Shakur.
Frank.
how is he gonna hit? How is he gonna hit? Listen, but I know you're not
The
comparing
ring ain't
Frank to
so.
Shakur. Did you
I
just
am.
compare Frank to Shakur?
I
I
am.
hope he did.
I am.
Oh, he
Gabos.
said he is.
But
He's
why?
standing on
They're two
business.
way too different.
He's standing
They're
on business.
two
Gabos.
different
I'm
styles.
gonna
You can't
send you the
compare King and Frank.
Casualville. I'm gonna send you the Casualville
Oh
UFC.
shit! Oh shit!
You just
Man,
compared
listen.
Shakur to Frank.
Nah, but
Yeah,
listen.
that's not a good comparison, man.
He
Nah.
said that's not a
Stylistically,
good
so different.
comparison, bro.
Listen.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying, man. Eventually, he's gonna have to stand and fight like Frank
But
did.
all right,
And
you
he's
gonna
gonna
say
get
Eventually,
caught.
I'm gonna hit the
I'm gonna ask you a
Powerball.
question.
Eventually, if I keep playing, I'm gonna hit the Powerball, bro.
I
For
know,
real.
man. All right.
Eventually, I'm gonna hit that motherfucker.
I got
Right.
Tank
I
winning,
can't.
but you telling me
I.
eventually. I want to know how is Tank gonna eventually.
I'm
You're
telling
saying
you,
Tank is
it's gonna
eventually.
happen in the corner just like Frank.
No, but how? Break it down. Break down like analytics. How
They
you think
want
it's
how it's
gonna
Shakur
gonna
see
gonna
happen.
Tank
Give it
win
to him.
them?
Give it
Shakur
to him.
Shakur. He gonna keep going underneath, and Shakur gonna get tired of getting hit with that right hook, and he gonna walk into something vicious.
Ooh,
Walk into something
Base,
that's
vicious,
full.
trying to get
That's
out
full
of it.
breakdown.
what are you basing that off of, though? What are you basing that off of?
Nothing.
Hey, that's all he do. That's all he do. Every
Bro,
fight. That's
God
all he
damn.
do is back out of there.
nothing. Damn.
Nothing.
Every
He
fight.
don't got a
Dirty.
basis. What he's saying is this. You might as well say this, Gabos. I hope Tank
Yeah.
hits him. I hope Frank Tank not walks him down. I hope Tank traps him in the corner. I hope. That's all you're saying.
Hoping and
Yeah.
a wishing.
That's all
Man.
you're saying. But you're
You're
not telling
right.
us
You're
how.
right.
Like
You're right.
you're not telling us how. Like Tank just gonna walk through there. Shakur just gonna let him just walk through there.
Nah. Listen, I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree with you.
And
That's
Gabos my
exactly it.
man, y'all. So me and Gabos, that's my
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. Nah.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. It gotta happen. It's one of those things where they ready now. Ain't nothing gonna change. Ain't no getting ready. Ain't no preparing for a fight. Ain't no sparring gonna
Ooh.
get you ready. It's gonna happen now.
So Tank ain't gonna jab his way in or nothing. He just gonna walk through the front
He,
door and
he ain't going. Nah, he gonna work. He gonna do what he do. That's what he do.
what do he
He work
do?
behind the
Yeah,
jab.
but what exactly is gonna do though to get? I listen again. I think Tank beat Shakur, but you're just. It sounds like you're just hoping without
Ooh.
any
Talking
concrete.
shit.
I'm just no, because you gotta break it down. How
Listen,
is Tank gonna? In your opinion, how do you
listen. I
see
can't.
Tank
I can't break
closing the
that down
distance?
because I don't know what the fight plan is. I don't know what they gonna go in there and try and do.
If
Off of
you
what you
if you
saying
had
right
to come
now.
up with if
That's
you had to come
the
up with a
facts,
scheme to
Joe.
beat Tank, if
Right.
you had to come up with
Sure,
a game plan to
sure.
beat Shakur, and we'll just say whatever game plan that you can that you can come up with, because you already think Tank has the talent to beat
And go knock him
Shakur.
out. And
Yeah,
how
And
is
I'm
he gonna get
saying,
this knockout?
and I'm saying he going in there with the same game plan he had against Frank.
Okay.
That's not gonna
that's
work.
a bad game plan.
That
Okay,
doesn't. Yeah, that don't make
Two
that
different
doesn't. Yeah,
fighters.
yeah. Two different
okay.
fighters. They don't fight stylistically the same. They don't have the same
Higher
intangibles.
IQ. Shakur has a
Oh,
much higher
Yeah, Shakur has a much better
IQ.
IQ.
but y'all listen. It does make sense to Gabos because he just compared Frank
You get some
to
feedback from somebody.
Shakur.
Yeah.
So it does make
Wait.
sense to him. So at least you stand on track. You wrong as hell though, Gabos. But yeah, you are staying on track though. I give you that.
Listen, I might be wrong, but I tell you what, I would never bet on Shakur in that fight. Not at 135. At 140, he got a shot, but at 135, none of them beat him. Loma's over the hill.
Let's not forget about Haney. Let's not forget about Haney. Y'all
Haney,
ain't gonna
they
forget
Tank
about
always
was
my dog.
Haney and
Y'all
Tank
ain't gonna
ran
forget
the
about
See,
my
140.
dog, bro. That's not gonna
Haney,
I
happen,
don't
bro.
think I don't think
That's
Tank
not
beats
gonna
him
happen.
neither.
nah.
Me
You
neither.
crazy?
I don't.
Teo and
Me
Tank,
Haney
neither.
let you know
not
right
Haney
right
the
now.
next week. Come on now.
They ran the 140.
What? We
Teo
we we
and
we
Tank.
asked the man to fight, Dree. We asked the man to fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
What more
Devin
we
don't want
want,
to see
bro?
what Devin don't want to see Tank. Devin don't want to see Tank. That's the real.
Kevin don't want to see who?
Devin don't want to see Tank, and he don't want to see Shakur. Both of them beat the shit out of
We
Shakur.
want all the smoke.
I mean,
We
but I'm
want all
sorry,
the
both of them
smoke.
beat the shit out of Devin. I'm sorry. Yeah, both of them beat
We,
Devin.
we want all the smoke. We want all the smoke.
As
We
a
got the
matter of
better
fact, I think
resume.
Shakur
We
just
got the
gonna
better
stop
resume
Devin.
than all of them. We got the better resume than all of them.
Who?
Devin.
Who
Devin.
got the better resume?
Devin
Devin.
got the better
Okay.
resume than all of them.
It's not even a
Somebody tell
question.
me I'm wrong. Please, somebody
It's
tell
not
me I'm
even a
wrong.
question.
What is the better resume than all of who? You know, than Tank and Shakur?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
saying.
Everybody.
Yes. Yes.
No, no. Oh yeah, then you think he got a better resume than Till? And I hate Till.
Yeah, he got a better resume than
Yeah,
Teo.
because they got the same opponents
You
on there.
Yeah,
And
he
he got
got a better.
Devin got
no,
the
No,
better
no, he
resume.
don't. Yeah, he do.
Till's a two-time lineal champion, bro. He beat Josh Taylor. Who is Devin
Oh
Haney beat
man.
on Josh Taylor?
Oh
Oh, come
Come
man.
on,
on,
man.
bro.
No, no.
Oh
Listen,
man.
y'all.
Whether you
Hey,
like it or
listen.
not,
Tio,
Oh
Let
Devin
man.
him
beat.
talk. Let him talk. Let him talk. Let him
Tio
talk.
beat 4 top 5 opponents in 2 years, then beat the Loma the next year, and then moved up and beat Josh Taylor the year after. No,
Okay.
But
Okay.
are
What
you
Haney
forgetting?
now?
Facts.
What
Are
Haney
you
been
forgetting
done?
the Sandor Martin
Facts.
gift?
Haney did what Floyd ain't done. Yeah, all those top guys y'all naming, Haney did the same thing and won all them belts. So what are we talking about? We ain't gonna forget about Haney, y'all.
The thing
We
is,
know
though,
what happened in the last fight. We
Haney,
know what happened in the last fight, but we ain't gonna forget about Haney.
me, you want my honest opinion, fam? Devin Haney had one fight to become undisputed, bro. Devin Haney had
Yeah,
one fight to
one.
become undisputed. One fight
Bud
that
did
matters,
too.
bro. That
Bud
say
did
what?
too. Bud
It
did
matters.
too.
Who?
Bud
Nah,
did
Bro
but
too.
had went
Bud
through
had more than
two
one fight.
different divisions,
Bud
though, bro. Bro had went. Go ahead.
I'm saying you
Bud
made
stopped
a
at
comment,
Dongo.
and I'm saying the same thing happened. So we can't
No, it's not. It's not the
huh?
same thing. What do you
No,
mean?
I'm
Bud,
saying when Bud came to 147, he beat Horn, got a belt, correct?
correct.
All
he
right.
beat Juan, got a
So then
belt.
wait, let me talk. You gotta hear me out. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, go ahead, go ahead. My fault.
I don't know, I'm getting some feedback from somebody though.
Yeah, there's something going on with
All I'm
somebody's
saying
phone.
is Bud fought EJ for the other three, if you want to be honest. Because all them
Nah,
other
but
fights,
Bud still had to go through. He still had to go through Kavanauskas. He still had to go through Khan. He still had to
I
go through
understand that.
Book.
He had his mandatories for his WBO. Yeah, I'm not disputing that at all. But for them other three belts, it was one fight. It was EJ. Correct?
So that's technically two fights. Because he had to get one belt and then he got the other three.
And he still
You know
won
what?
his
That's a
fight.
bad analysis, bro. You know, I get I get where you're trying to go with it, but I think what you're forgetting is this: Bud was already undisputed at 140 pounds before he became undisputed at 147 pounds, bro. I don't
Yeah,
think that's
I
I
know
don't think.
that. I know that. But this is we just talking about one division right now, right? We talking about what division was that? 35 and
147.
yeah,
No,
35.
I mean, I get the picture you trying to paint. I definitely do. Even though I don't agree with it, I get what you're
Right,
saying.
right.
I just
As
think
long as you can see
I
what I'm
would,
saying, like, you don't gotta agree, but yeah, for sure.
yeah. All right, word. Well, okay, cool. I bet. Yeah. Y'all go ahead. Y'all hold.
All right, what we got up next? Hey, bro, we still ain't got on Tim Bradley, did we? Did we get on Bradley?
I don't think so. I think we touched on
Butter
it.
Biscuit Bradley.
We kind of jumped off of it, but
Yeah.
What
what
about it?
y'all think about how Bradley, like, is y'all taking this as he got to do his job, or is this how he really feel?
Oh yeah.
But what
Nah,
did
he
he say
got to
about
do his
Shakur
About
though?
job,
what?
man.
What did he say
He
about
top
It's
Shakur?
ranked, so he top ranked,
it's
so the
50
suits should
50.
told him to say that.
What
he
was he
say?
saying?
He was basically saying that Bud was ducking boots because he ain't getting a Canelo fight. So like
What?
that's the fight. Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's
keep
what.
shit a
This shit
stack. I did
master
see that.
himself with this shit?
I did see that. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm not even gonna lie. I like the energy because that shows me that you're coming from an objective standpoint, and not just because
Right,
that's your man. You ain't finna bite your tongue and say, "Nah, man, I ain't nah." Come up with excuses,
right.
nah. I respect it. Even though I don't agree with it, I respect it. I like the energy that he put. He does the same shit with Shakur. Keep that same energy, man. Hold your homies to a certain standard. Fighters that you're
Yeah.
favorable of and that you're admirable of, and you think highly of. Hold the niggas to a certain standard. I dig it personally. That's just me, though.
Long as he really think like that, and ain't the suits making him say that, I'm cool with it.
Word.
Because he top ranked, they can feel salty about Bud still. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
and put this out, smear campaign type shit.
Oh
I,
yeah,
I
Definitely.
for
like
sure.
And
I
Doe
like
Dixon, what up, Doe?
what's up, Dick? I like
What up,
Yeah,
Lando?
shout out the uppercuts.
yeah,
What's
I like
happening?
what's happening? I like my man Energy too. I think that what's his name?
Tim
Bradley.
Bradley.
I
Yeah.
yeah, I think his energy is cool, but it just like I said before, TC is too far now. It would nothing benefits TC from this Boots fight. Like
Facts.
absolutely
Nothing.
nothing
Nothing.
benefits him. So I would look at TC crazy if he did fight Boots. Like I'd be like, man, what you do that for? You know what
It
I'm
would
saying?
benefit Drake.
That'd be
It
like
would
Damn.
benefit.
This
And
It
it
one,
wouldn't
did
that'd
that
be
benefit
nigga
him.
benefit
like
Nah,
to
it
Drake.
wouldn't
fight.
benefit
That's
him.
Drake,
why.
that'd be
That
like
nigga
Drake,
like
that'd
to
be like
fight.
Drake.
Usain Bolt coming
Hey,
down
Drake.
at a high school
Don't
track
make sense.
meet. You
Boots
know what I
can
mean?
move up.
Hey, Drake. Hey,
Huh?
Drake. Hey,
Yeah,
Drake. It is some
yeah.
benefit to it. You want to know the benefit?
What's that?
Yeah, you can get on this motherfucker with me and be like, "We fucking told you so," and now you didn't ruin
Yeah,
Exactly.
this opportunity. Yeah,
That's
it
why he
is
Yeah.
some
gonna do
benefit
it
to that
too.
shit.
I'm gonna
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say
That
this.
shit gonna happen.
If Boots move up, Bud gonna ruin the fuck out of Boots.
Yeah,
Mildred Taylor,
and
I
they
say it
He
know,
all
gonna
over
he
again,
gonna
bro.
he gonna ruin
they
Boots,
know
man.
better. Cameron Duncan, and that's why they all conspired. Cameron Duncan, the IBF, Al Heyman, all
They
them
want the
guys.
Spence raw.
They
Yeah,
yeah,
but niggas is
they took
putting
that belt
batteries in
from
their
the
back.
email. Yeah, they dropped out when he fought Karen. They told him as soon as you step in the ring, you dropping out of that WBO with my man
Mm-hmm.
TC, and
They
he
give him
stepped in
no
that
time.
ring with Karen anyway, and he took that route to get to Earl Spitz. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
boom.
Earl would have beat the shit out of Boots too.
Oh, Drake. Talk to the niggas.
Yeah, you know what I
Man,
mean?
Boots
Like
ain't
that's
ready
what
for
it
EJ.
is.
Ain't
So
ready for Bud,
I
man.
don't understand what niggas talking about TC is all of a sudden ducking Boots. It's Cameron Duncan said it himself. He didn't even mention TC name in that interview. he didn't even say
I,
he didn't even
But
reference
Don't
Cameron
TC.
used
touch
to
like
fuck
shit,
with
Drake.
TC.
how is Bud ducking Boots? That don't even make
Right,
sense. Like at
right,
this point, Bud is chasing legacy, and Drake. I was I was saying EJ gonna knock Bud out, all that shit. But
right, right.
we gotta keep it a stack. Like what I'm saying, Boots is not fucking with Bud, man. Like
No, he's
ain't no
not.
way that you expect what you want Bud to move back down to fight you. First of all, I like Boots, but I think he's kind of a weight bully. Look how much bigger he is than his opponents. Look
Yeah,
how much, like for example, look how much bigger he was in Avenesian.
right,
You
right,
think that's going to give him an advantage against Bud? Bud
right,
is just as strong, if not
Nah,
stronger than Boots.
right.
And
that's gonna
Boots
hurt
got
him.
to move up, man. He got to move up if he's going to fight Bud. Bud is chasing legacy. Bud is about to beat Magic Mouth for people to forget.
Somebody, Mike fucked up.
Yeah, but yo,
Yeah,
if
it
he
just don't
really
make no
wants to
sense.
fight, he could take the IBF route.
Yeah, he did take the IBF route. He
If
did
he
take the
really
IBF.
wanted to fight, he would have
He
stayed in the WBO
Yeah,
and they would have enforced that.
he
He
was
wouldn't have
number
to go
one
through
next,
nothing.
right?
nah
Yeah, he was
nah.
Wasn't he
number
number
one.
one next?
I'm
Yeah,
saying right
because
there.
Virgil Ortiz turned it down twice. He turned down
Yeah,
TC twice, which
yeah,
made Boots number two in there by default. He became mandatory by default. What did he do? He went and fought Karen
IBF
instead.
route.
So I don't want to hear it.
yeah. But I'm saying right now he could take that IBF belt, challenge for
Oh
the
yeah,
54 title,
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
he
get
can.
that belt,
yeah,
and then he got to fight Bud.
That's
yeah.
why I said he already know what Bud address is.
Yeah, he could get that fight anytime he
it's
wants.
at 54.
So they
Yeah,
could
so
stop with
like
all that. We want the Crawford fight. Go ahead and get yourself the IBF.
bingo.
We gonna snatch up this
Oh,
this
Nando
this
is killing
WBO.
Shakur, bro.
What's
Yeah.
that?
No, yeah, you
It's
right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
it's
he gonna
two
snatch up the
people.
WBO. He gonna snatch up the
Yeah,
WBA. They gonna have to
yeah.
give him the WBC and the WBC fight, and
Yeah.
then it's the IBF and Crawford.
It's
That's
three people right now that don't want to fight TC. One is Fundora, two is Earl
he
Spence,
got no
and three is
chance.
Boots.
He
How
got
you
no
figure
choice.
Pandora don't, Drake?
Huh?
Fundora got no choice.
How you figure Pandora don't? If he win, he gonna have to.
Fundora had a choice, didn't he? He
Nah, he
chose
got
Earl
it.
Spence,
The
right?
WBC is called,
Oh, I see
this,
what you're saying.
this
I
the
see what you're saying.
WBC is calling the Crawford fight an eliminator.
Right. But what I'm
Right.
saying is, before Earl hopped in that ring,
It's
Fundora had like some type of verbal agreement to fight. TC had the
with
winner,
Zoo.
right?
With
Yeah,
Zoo.
Yeah,
It
he
was with
with
Zoo.
already
Zoo.
because of Zoo.
Yeah,
Yeah, he already
yeah,
because of the WBO, but they was trying to go
exactly.
around him and use the
Yeah,
WBC to fight Earl Spence. But then the
there you go.
WBC came out and said the Crawford versus Madrimov is an eliminator fight. So
There you go.
whoever wins that fight got to fight for the WBC after.
Absolutely.
So both
And
of those belts got to be fought for after the WBA Madrimov Crawford fight, which is also another eliminator for the WBO. They made it so that there ain't no way around Crawford for these belts. He gonna fight for undisputed at 154, or he gonna fight Canelo, and Canelo gonna look soft not fighting him because he gonna beat the shit out of Madrimov, and he gonna look like, oh shit, he could fight at 168. Maybe he could beat Canelo. And how Canelo gonna look saying I don't want to fight a little man when I just fought a little man? It's a
Right.
wrap
Hey,
for
There's
hey,
a
Canelo.
somebody made that good point. Canelo fought Amir Khan. I think it was Black Superman. I was like,
He
damn, I
just
forgot.
yeah,
fought. He just fought a 154 pounder.
yeah,
Solo. Solo.
yeah.
That Amir Khan fight was at 155 pounds though, bro. Two-way divisions from where Canelo's currently at now. I think it's
Yeah, I'm
unfair to
just
do
saying
my
far as
man like that.
the weight jump. The weight jump for Kel
Yeah.
for not Kel, but for Khan to fight him. He had to go up to fight him.
Yeah.
Weight classes, right? It's the same thing.
It's
And
either
plus, he
way
just
go
fought
though.
Charlo at 54. I mean, so come on, bro.
Yeah, Charlo just went from 154 to 168. So you
But
can't
see,
tell me you don't want to fight cats.
this is where I have a problem with at what PBC at, because they always throwing roadblocks in front of TC. Even with the zoo, even with the zoo fight. You know what I'm saying? What happened?
Yeah,
They had
Facts.
Charlo.
yeah,
He had Charlo jump in there and challenge
yeah.
over TC. You know what I'm saying? Now
Franchise,
Earl,
unpacked.
I'll be surprised if Earl really fight Fundora. I think Al told
You said
told
that earlier.
yeah, I think Al
but
told Spence jump in there and block TC. You know what I'm saying?
I,
I don't even think that
I,
fight happening.
Nah,
Well,
it
he
ain't.
said
It
listen.
it
ain't
will be
happening.
I will
because
say
they
this
got a
though.
date for it now, don't they? In October?
Nah, it ain't no date.
Yeah, I thought
It
it
ain't
was
in
a 50. That's
October?
what I heard. I thought it was a
I
50.
want to see where that is.
Come on, and just like Al did it again when he took up TC time when he said, "Oh, Earl, get your operation. Call for the rematch. We gonna take a." You see what I'm saying, man? Come on, man. You know, Earl. Come on, bro. Come
Oh
on,
shit,
man.
he cooking.
Earl went from the truth. Earl went from the truth to the excuse in less than a month.
Oh,
Oh my God. Nah,
Peace.
you know they gonna have some material
Hey,
now.
hey,
yo,
hey,
but they
Drake,
gassed
hey,
him,
repeat that.
man.
Hey, hey, repeat
Huh?
that bar, Brody. That shit going on Facebook.
I
Nigga.
swear to God, I'm
Repeat
gonna
that
look.
shit.
Earl went from the truth to the excuse in less than a month.
I ain't saying shit, man. God
I
damn.
quit. I
Yo,
quit.
listen,
Oh
listen,
shit.
listen. Nah, they
I
they
mean, but
they
that's
gassed
just
him
real.
up. Al
That's
told him not to take the fight.
Yeah. And that's the truth. And look what, don't forget what Al did with Ugas and TC. When TC
Yeah,
wanted to get Ugas, Al
yeah,
made up a whole motherfucking WBC tournament. that
Yeah,
didn't exist.
yeah.
Even Ugas was saying, even Ugas gave an interview. He was like, "What the fuck? I don't even know what the fuck
I
tournament they
hate
talking
that
about."
ugly motherfucker, man. Oh, that nigga,
And
man.
Ugas didn't listen,
Damn,
man. Ugas didn't even know what they was talking about. He was lost. He was like, "A tournament? What tournament is they talking about?" They was like, "You just
I didn't
got
even know
you
about
in a
this.
tournament." He was like, "Tournament? I ain't in no tournament." Like it was during the interview, bro. I'm like, "What the fuck is Al on?"
Aldo, a mastermind,
We know
man.
what he
Al's
on.
the man.
Yeah,
I do think Bud should have got first pickings at 154. I mean, he just came off
Me
of
too.
undisputed at 147.
Me
come
I
too.
on,
ain't like that
man.
shit at all. I was like, to me, that was fucked up. I was complaining about that shit once it
Man,
stripped him.
Man,
Earl
I'm gonna
hopped his
post
fat
all of
ass up
this
there
shit.
in the ring, light heavyweight, and said, "I want to fight Fundora." No trainer, no nothing. Just got off a life raft with his girlfriend, weighing 205 pounds,
Wow.
and gonna say, "I'll take," with a hot dog in his hand, and gonna say, "I got
Yo, he
next.
was
I don't
drinking
do
that night.
lines."
The
Yeah,
This
sad
nigga
part
is
is
I
he
ain't
was
like that at
drinking
all.
that
Like,
night.
you just got beat up. How are you in next in line to determine that you get a fucking title shot? You should
listen,
be
that's
fighting
Al
a team
Heyman.
up.
Fundora got beat up too. Remember that now.
He
How
was
did he
losing
get
that
there?
fight to the cut.
That's
Yeah.
another one. That's another one that Al threw in there. Fundora over Bud with Zoo. How the fuck you get
Yeah,
fucking knocked out? You 7 foot tall nigga, 5'8", touch your chin. You laying down there. You the length of the whole ring. You laying down there, your foot hanging
He
off the
said
edge
he
of the
was
fucking
left for the
ring,
whole
your
ring.
head hanging off
Done.
the other edge of the ring.
I'm
And
done. I'm fucking dead. Yeah, he said this man.
Trico is killing this nigga today, bro.
man,
Dog,
I'm
he said
just
this man
saying.
is the length of the whole ring. I'm done.
But you feel
No,
me? But he shouldn't have even fought. He shouldn't even got that fight with Zoo in the first place.
I
Think
don't think
about it.
so either. I agree. He shouldn't have.
Yeah,
nah, they Al threw that shit in there, man, and he
yeah,
confused a lot of people, and he pissed
yeah.
off a lot of folks.
Yeah, he always doing that shit. He listen, y'all. We cool with the Crawfords. Me and Goon. Them
Yeah,
motherfucker was telling us before we could say it now. Al told Porter if he fought negotiated with TC, he didn't want to have nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
yeah,
that you
Really?
can see
Oh,
that. You don't even
Yeah,
gotta. You don't even need proof of that shit. You can see it with the
yeah,
negotiations.
yeah.
That's why it
gave that
went to
shit to Bob
Perfect.
Turner.
There you go, right there, bro. Like they telling us this, you know what I'm saying? Because we fuck with them, but we couldn't say it then. We had to keep it a
Oh
secret.
yeah,
You know,
right.
Yeah. But yeah, man, they was saying that, man, like the whole time it was like, man, this nigga Al, he's a monkey wrench. It's a monkey. He don't want, you know what I
He
mean?
did that shit quite a few
Yeah.
times.
And Pete
yeah,
Gang, Spence even fired Al from being his manager. And then what happened? They made the TC fight.
Yup, just
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
So
But Al
Al
said,
had nothing to
"Wasn't
do with the
nobody gonna
T.
touch
He
that
had nothing
fight
to do
but
with the
him."
T.
yeah. Al was like, yo, you'll never fight TC. You gonna win these 3 belts, then you
Yo,
gonna
Don
fight
King, that nigga.
Charlo at 154.
There
They
you go.
they ain't want to do the Charlo versus Spence fight.
Right.
Hmm.
Right. They wanted everybody to move up. Charlo was gonna vacate. Let Spence have that belt at 54. Then the big Charlo was gonna move up. That's how the shit was gonna pop, bro. But here come that
Stand
little
strong.
black motherfucker from Nebraska, though.
Talk to him.
Shit.
Hmm.
Here come that black motherfucker from Nebraska, though. You understand me?
Oh,
Ah man, and they've been screaming boots ever since, man.
Yeah.
That shit is
Here he
17.
go. And here
hilarious.
they go. He too
shit is sickening.
small. He
They
too
saw that
small.
nigga coming. They was like, get this young boy on him.
Yeah, yeah.
He got
He
to
too
fight Boots to
small.
prove himself.
He too
He
small. He ain't fought nobody. They had Earl saying this shit. Earl started believing it. Yeah, I'm the big fish,
I believe it
definitely.
too.
He too small.
Ah,
They
you
said,
can't
they
believe
say
that shit
Earl.
too.
He
I
did
did.
believe it. They say Earl, what you think about TC resume? What you get? A 0. What you give his defense? 0. What you get?
And what you
Yeah.
get is
Definitely a
power. Like
0. They had Earl believing it. I'm the eye collector. What?
You Trico ain't shit. You ain't shit for that, man.
I'm definitely the eye collector. Huh?
They got his eye fucked up.
Yeah.
Collected that ass whooping. That's all they could. That L and disappeared for about a year. I
Hey,
understand your
Dree,
pride
Dree.
shook when you get whooped in front of 1.1 million motherfuckers. I understand that.
What I say about his son? He sat there and said he wants some get back.
Yeah, you
When he
did.
gets to get back, man.
You did. You did. When is that gonna happen? But he hopped in the ring and said, "I want to fight Fundora." Oh, what? What the
That
fuck?
nigga was
You
like
didn't want, you didn't
280
want
when
your
he
lick
hopped in
back?
there.
You didn't
Yeah,
want your lick back?
right.
Yeah, he
You
don't
want to
want to
fight
fight.
Fundora for what? Man, if a
He don't
nigga whoop
want to
me,
fight.
bro, if a nigga whoop me in front of 1.1 million niggas, every time he see me, we fighting, bro. I don't care if it's in a parking lot, at the gas station. Every time you see me, bro, I'm gonna start something with
Yeah,
you, bro. I'm gonna start something with you.
Killing me right now.
Yo,
who's supposed to
1.1
be
million.
getting
If a
trimmed
nigga
right
whoop
now?
me, if we by ourselves, he gonna have to whoop me forever.
That nigga said, every time he see me, we fighting.
I'm gonna start something with you every time I see you, brother. Like you be prepared. And then if you whoop
nah,
me too
man.
many times, I'm bringing a bat and a dog with me the
Nah,
next time I
man.
see you.
That's one thing I give to Spence, man. He went in there with a game plan, and he knew that shit was gonna fail, and he stuck to it. And he knew the only thing that was gonna work was him trying really hard, and he was getting punched in his face the harder he tried, and he still did it. Now you laughing, but that shit take a lot of courage. Like,
It do.
They do.
like, yo, he was really getting punched in his face the harder he tried,
Yeah.
and that shit.
But see, that's because you believe in it. That's what happened to Devin Haney. When you start believing and start drinking and you smelling yourself in there,
Yeah.
you see
Yeah,
what I'm
that's what
saying?
I said about
But
Devin
yeah, he
earlier.
shot Devin, man.
I said about
He
Devin
shot
earlier,
Devin.
though.
Yeah, when you think you grown and you get in there and you start smelling yourself and you wearing them diamonds, couple hoes looking at you, you know what I mean? You got a Bentley drop
Oh
now. You got the Rolls Royce drop head now. You ride around. You know what I mean? Ah
yeah,
man, I'm
you
finna
right.
go in there.
Yo, but
I'm finna go in there and whoop this. I'm finna go in there and whip this
yeah,
white boy ass. That's all.
how
Real
many
quick.
how
Real
many
quick.
survived doing that though?
Huh?
Floyd, the only one that survived doing that shit.
Yeah.
Everybody that get the
He ain't had
Lamborghini.
no bad
But
vices, though.
but let me
Right.
tell you something. Let me tell you about Floyd though. Floyd, these people will tell you Floyd will wake you up at 2 o'clock and say, let's train. He might be
Yep, let's go
partying during
run.
the day, but that night he wake you up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Let's run. Let's train. Let's boot. Let's boot. So you might see that nigga shining with about 1,000 diamond necklaces on during the day, but at nighttime, that nigga sweaty and stanky.
Grinding.
He
Real
running.
talk.
Yeah,
Real talk.
nah,
You know what I mean? Niggas getting to it. You know what I'm saying? But Ryan,
yeah.
he put him to sleep playing that game with Dev. He got in Dev
Oh
head. He was
God,
talking about Dev mama. He talking about,
oh
oh, I ain't even gotta
God,
train for you. You know what I
oh,
mean?
he
You
beat
little
the
boy, you daddy's boy,
fuck
your daddy pimping you.
out
He
of
got in Dev head, bro. Dev
But
got mad at him.
some of the shit he was saying is true though. Like Bill ain't no good trainer for Dev. I'm gonna
All
just
of
keep
it
it a
was
bean.
true.
Yeah,
You
he
feel
needs
me?
somebody. He needed a third.
He
He
ain't a
needed
real
a
trainer.
second eye.
Bro,
They need a
all
second eye now. Because to
all of
not
it
see
was,
that shit during the fight was horrible, man.
yeah. All
Getting
that shit
punched
was
like
true.
that shit all fight long, man. What the fuck?
Yeah. All that shit was true. And you know who did
Fucked
it
up
just
my money.
recently? Tank did it to Frank. If you look at them interviews, if
Oh,
Tank was up there and he wanted to be Frank friend, Frank was
yeah,
Tank friend.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Whatever Tank dictated, that's how it was. You know what I'm saying?
It
How
did,
Tank
though.
slap your hand down and then 5 minutes later say, "Hey, look at my phone," and then you huddle up with him and look at. Man, I knocked the phone out of his hand, man.
I'd have chucked that motherfucker in the third row somewhere.
Nigga, fuck you, nigga.
Ah,
Man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? He got in Frank head, and then when he
yeah,
flinched at Frank.
yeah,
That's
yeah. That
compared
was
to
over.
that's compared to when TC got on that stage singing and rapping to, you see what I'm saying? I got you, nigga.
Yeah,
You can't run
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
I done tricked you into this. The,
Came
the
out to
biggest
Mr. Carter.
finesse, the biggest finesse in boxing history could have been 50-50 with Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah, it
And that
was.
last press conference when he got up there and he started rapping, that Earl couldn't do nothing but say, "We're gonna make a lot of money." That's nervous talk, bro. That's
Oh, he
nervous talk,
finished
bro.
bad as all one.
It wasn't no, I'm gonna whip your ass, nigga. Yeah, it's on, nigga. See you in a couple days, you bitch ass. It
Yeah,
wasn't nothing. It was
yeah,
we definitely gonna make a lot of money.
yeah.
What
That
the
ain't
fuck?
even matters, man.
Yo, you putting on a show right now. Yo, you got
Bro,
me scared right
man,
now.
you might as well
Hey,
gave that
quick,
nigga a
That's
man.
pretty
pity pod.
central.
You
That's
know
You
pretty
his
might,
central.
fans is listening. It's about 25% left after that fight on
man,
July
he might
29th.
as well had a baked TC some cookies and gave it to him on there, man. You know what I mean? Like you just as nice. Earl got up there, please and thank you, and
Yeah,
TC by that last press conference.
man,
he
you
was.
know, the nigga
He
touch your belt
was.
and
He
shit.
was
Hell
like.
nah, man. Like you,
He was like, "We're gonna make a lot of money."
That was it. And did you see the last? Did you see the last stare down when he turned and TC was just kept staring at him?
Yeah.
Mr.
I'm gonna
Carter,
watch this shit
yeah.
again.
See,
God.
that's
I'm gonna
that
watch
real
it again.
TC. That's the real TC right there that niggas
Yeah,
don't know. They used to TC
Earl
that's
do
being
that
that's
every
Bud.
fight, Draco.
That's the
Earl
nigga
do
you
that
don't want
every
to
fight.
fight.
He look off first every fight. He do
no
it
man,
every
but
Nah,
fight.
he
but
was
he
in there
made a
with
mistake. Yeah,
he was in there
go
with
ahead.
that wolf. If a nigga looking at you,
Yeah,
bro, you look at
yeah,
that nigga back, nigga.
yes, you don't tell them
yeah.
what you
You
look at
can't
them
let a
back.
nigga look
True.
at you like that.
Yeah,
Not
nigga,
for a
what you
fight,
looking at?
nigga.
Yeah, if I turn away and the nigga still looking at me, I'ma turn back around, be like, nigga, what's
Yeah.
up? Nigga, you still staring at me, nigga? What's happening?
The fuck is wrong with you,
Yeah, nigga, I'm cute to you or something, nigga. What the fuck is you staring at?
nigga? I might have to put my hands on you at that point just to show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're right. You're right. You're
Man,
right.
Earl TC
You're right.
outdid everything. He even cussed out Earl people. He said, hey nigga, cut
Yo,
that shit out there in the audience. I will get active.
yeah.
I will get active, nigga. Hey man, TC, he said, keep talking, Earl. I'm gonna take my belt off. Keep
Oh
talking.
shit.
Get out of line.
Oh
Keep
shit.
getting out of line, Earl. I'm gonna take my belt off. Earl was
Oh
like, I'm
shit.
always out of line. I'm definitely out of line. He said, okay, I'm gonna take my belt off then, nigga. Take my belt off, nigga.
This nigga's tripping today, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
And the
Yeah.
nigga
He's
felt
on
sorry
one.
for Earl. I felt sorry for I almost started crying in the fourth round, bro.
He on it.
man, I was screaming
Yeah,
on
they should
TV,
have
man.
stopped.
Stop
Yeah,
that
you're
shit,
right.
bro.
They
I
should have
almost
stopped
hey
that shit.
listen, I
They should
almost
have
started
stopped
rooting
that
for
shit.
Earl. He was getting his ass whooped so bad.
Yeah, you're
I said,
right.
Earl, hit the man
I,
back, man. Clean.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like do something different, but he
Yeah.
can't.
Just,
He don't got nothing different.
bro, man. My girl was like, why are you watching this?
man, you want to talk about girls for a whole year. My girl had picked Bud and ain't tell me shit. She ain't telling me shit. She said, I told you Bud was gonna knock him out.
My
You
girl
tell me
like
this
Earl.
now?
My girl like Earl because she said he was cute. You know, women just go on looks. She was like, oh,
Nah,
Earl's cute. I got him. I said, oh, okay.
nah. My girl a
All right.
big boxing head, bro. She picked Ryan to win. She know the shit. Like she picked Bud. She was like, I didn't want to tell you nothing because I knew it was gonna hurt your feelings. Bro.
Damn.
I was like, wow.
Damn.
Bro.
Yeah, she
Damn.
I
knew,
was like,
bro.
damn,
I'm
you
telling
really,
you, with that look, you was
And then
gonna
the
fight.
niggas, then the Earl Spence fans gonna say, well, Earl kept getting up.
That's what he's supposed to do,
oh man, man.
I said they
What
gonna
the
they
fuck
gonna
was he
squeeze them
supposed
a
to do?
they gonna squeeze them a victory out of this some kind of way.
nigga. Yeah,
My dog,
what
listen,
the
my dog
fuck?
got beat from pillar to post, man.
That nigga was supposed to do what Ryan did.
Yeah. And then did you see the recent post that they had when they said when they said Earl's a great fighter? Did y'all just see that post that
I
somebody?
seen
Nah,
that
man.
shit. Yeah, I seen that
Nah,
shit. Earl,
bro.
You
I'm
he
on
is a
you.
great fighter, but so is Bud. Bud is
yeah,
just a better
man.
fighter. It is what it is.
But did you see how they slipped in? Yeah, Bud whooped them butt.
Oh yeah, I seen that shit. I was like, man,
They
this
tried to
nigga trying to
sneak it
prove me,
in.
man. Like I don't want to
Yeah,
even be
they
in these
tried to
boxing
sneak
groups.
it in. No, nigga,
Niggas just be
no,
saying
nigga.
anything, bro.
Yeah. They still
Oh,
salty, bro. They
Nah,
still
I got
salty.
over that shit. Like, man,
I don't care how. And then they be calling us childish now. That's all y'all got to talk about is Bud and Spin. Yup, and the anniversary's coming on the 29th,
I'm
and I
telling you,
will be good.
I already know my dog
you
gonna
Hey
be
not a
Drake,
salty.
real
Like, I
hey
know.
fan.
Drake, hey Drake.
Yeah.
Hey look, you know what get me on that Drake? Now
What's
just
that?
earlier today, we was talking about Tyson and Holyfield, Lennox Lewis and Tyson and all this, but
Yeah.
we can't talk about Bud and EJ.
Yeah, like that's not a classic fight. That's what I told them. I said, so they was like, why y'all still talking about it? I said, why we still talking about Leonard and Hearns?
Oh,
Yeah, man.
yeah,
Why we still
yeah.
talking about Duran and Leonard? Why we still talking
Mm.
about all of that shit? Muhammad Ali, Thriller Manila. Why we still talk? Well, I'm gonna talk about this. Put this on my grave, nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah, hell yeah. Play this shit back.
I
And he
mean,
caught around though. And he caught around, bro.
yeah, you
And
I
the
ain't
feel
nigga
me?
caught
gonna never.
around.
I'm gonna tell my grandkids about this fight, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. That shit
I
was
ain't gonna
amazing.
never stop, nigga.
Like I
This is a
said, shot.
I mean,
huh?
call me crazy, but I still want to see a rematch at 154. But
I
I
don't.
don't. I don't. I just
No,
get him shit.
That's the,
I
I just
only
get
say
him
that
you
shit
want to
that
because
see a
not gonna
crime
it
kill
is
him.
scene.
boxing. You never know what can happen.
No,
You never know.
Yeah,
no.
I know he
I
gonna
think
get
I
his
think
ass.
I think that's what we headed to at 154. I think we're gonna get a rematch for Undisputed.
On a serious note, y'all, I think something really is wrong with Earl though. Like on a serious note, like I think
Me
that
too.
car accident, something happened to him neurologically, and I think he really need to get evaluated, like on some serious shit, because I know Earl could put a better performance than that. That was TC's weakest opponent. I don't know. I'm not saying Earl was hot.
No, fuck that. He beat Ugan's ugly ass. Didn't nobody say shit. Fuck that.
He said,
Fuck
"God,
that.
Oh
damn,
Hell no. We
shit.
taking credit for that win. Fuck
Oh
no.
damn. See, I
He
yeah,
tried
beat
to give him
Ugan's
you gotta
ugly
credit.
take
ass.
credit." I mean,
Now you about to get me
listen,
started, Drake.
Well,
Yeah.
Fuck
I
that.
tried, Earl
Earl is still
fans.
nice.
Hey,
Fuck
Earl
that.
fans, I tried.
no,
Nah,
I mean,
he's
He
I got,
still
beat
nice. He
he
just
beat
one dimensional.
Ugan's ugly ass for that same accident, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah.
no,
Hey,
I
listen,
mean, look, like, I
Goon
got the
couldn't
inside
stand
up.
Ugis. Goon
That
hate
nigga,
Ugis.
he's
Goon's like every time the cameras turn, he in the camera wearing all white and red all the time.
Yeah,
I can't stand
I
that
think he
nigga.
has something here. I think Uga's still out here in Miami. I think he a Cuban. I think he has something here. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
I
defected.
think he
Yeah, he
is.
defected.
Hey y'all,
Yeah, he
but
stayed
y'all,
in the camera too much for me, bro. He stayed
yeah,
with a
man,
big fight
Goon,
like that. He stayed in the camera
Yeah.
too much. Fuck that.
Oh, he
yeah,
was
Goon,
celebrating a year before the fight.
yeah, Goon,
He checked out. If you look at it, he was out of the ring for a whole year.
He
yeah,
retired too. Shit,
yeah.
Uga should retire
Barrios
too. I
beat
think.
his ass, dog.
Oh man, that
Yeah.
Barrios
shit
That's
beat
what
was
I'm
his
saying, man.
ass.
that
Yeah,
shit
Yeah.
was
yeah.
that
Hey,
shit was.
B House. It's a message to you. You said you was going to get a car at 5 o'clock, right? It's 7:30 now. Come get this belt I got for your ass, nigga.
Yeah, you whooping that nigga, bro.
He said he was gonna show up.
No, man. That nigga chop his balls off before he come on here.
And what happened to the who the Mexican dude that we be always getting into it with on the uppercut phase, man? Where he at? I thought he was
Rosario
on.
hating ass Rosario.
They
Oh,
Yeah.
Adam
yeah.
Rosario. Yeah,
They listen,
No,
man.
no, no, no,
Adam.
no. Brandon. Ain't he from
Oh,
Philly or some shit like
Brandon.
that?
yeah. He that's 210, right?
No, he
Oh,
in
Miller. You
Arizona.
talking about Brandon? No, he from Texas, I think.
No,
Oh, he
he
from
in
Texas.
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah, I think, but he affiliated with them. He affiliated with what's them two dudes' names? The Mexican Monster and
Oh
Hosea. Yeah,
Uh,
he run with them. Them his
yeah.
boys. I think he might be from Texas,
He
but I
came on
know
here
he did.
before. He
Yeah,
came
he
on here
been on.
before.
Yeah, he cool people.
Yeah,
He cool.
he cool.
Yeah, he cool people. I just got to straighten out Brandon House right quick when he be
So
he
you say
that
you had
nigga.
your belt? You had your belt out?
I got my belt off now, nigga. I'm holding my pants up. Nah, my belt is off.
yo,
The
Damn, it's
work
that
is
bad.
done. The work
Listen,
is
I'm gonna
done.
tell you.
My pants is down by my
damn,
ankles. I don't have no pants on. My pants is on my ankles and my belt is in my hand.
I'm gonna tell you. The last nigga that said he was gonna take his belt out on a nigga, man, that shit was awful for that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you. I don't want no part of this
No,
shit.
Brandon just like who
Shout
he
out
like,
to
man,
Big
and that's
House.
just what it is. Yeah, shout out to B House, man. Shout out.
Yeah, nah,
He
I'm
just
just.
like who he like, man, and that's it, man. Just say you
I
love
like
a
B House
fighter.
though.
Yeah,
He
that's all you
stand his
gotta do.
ground though.
Yeah,
Hey
you can
Drake.
like who you like.
Hey Drake.
You gotta be able to admit the facts though at the same
Hey
time.
Drake.
You feel me?
Yeah,
I like B House though. He stood his ground until today.
yeah, yeah. I say it with Tio. Like I be like, they be like, why you got Tio? I be like, cause he from Brooklyn. What else I'm gonna say? You know what I mean? Like I just be putting. I don't make no excuses. I don't do no. Oh yeah, I got Tio. Why? He from Brooklyn. Okay, cool.
You like who you like.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with
yeah,
that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
that's
yeah.
it.
but
You
at
ain't
least
gotta have
you
a
can be
reason to
honest. You
like a
can be honest
motherfucker,
about
man.
fighters' flaws and shit. A lot of these
Yeah,
opinions can't.
yeah. Listen, man,
That's
the
what our
niggas
whole
they was on
discussion
it.
was about today,
They
being honest.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
was on the show, bro. But like before y'all even, they was on the show, bro, and it was like, well, what is Earl? What is TC gonna do when Earl start jabbing him? And we said, well, Goon said, what is Earl gonna do if TC conducts a jab? And then they was like, well, he's not, so we ain't even worried about that. Like that's how them niggas was.
He really said that?
I really,
Yeah,
I
They really
really,
said
Oh
that, bro.
hell no.
I really feel
They
the same
really
way
said
about taking Shakur.
You would say that, Gabos. You just don't like what Shakur do to you.
Nah, I just be saying that. Nah, the real thing, man, is him not letting his hands go, man, was real disappointing, man. I don't want him to fight Tank now. I want him to get in there and finally knock somebody out. Learn how to do that shit
I'll be
first.
He's
honest.
he's
He
not
fought
gonna do that
Devin, man.
though.
Him and Devin should
Why is
fight.
Zepeda then?
You
Yeah,
you don't.
Zepeda. I
That's what
think
they ordered.
Zepeda
Isn't
would
that what
be
they
a good
ordered?
fight.
Tank
I
only
think
throws 7, 8 punches per round. I mean, I
I
don't
agree,
understand.
Drake. He don't really throw a lot of punches, y'all. For real, for
No, he
sure.
Yeah,
don't.
but
But
And
I
he
think
know
Tank
he
because
starts
start
he
to
off
know
start
what he
slow.
cooking, bro.
doing. He know because he know what he doing. You don't need to
Well,
do all
well,
that now.
They throw their
isn't
punches
Shakur
with
undefeated?
different purposes. Both of them are.
Okay, so they both know what they're doing, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, if Shakur won, I'm speaking I from a
Mm-hmm.
fan
Mm-hmm.
muted, perspective, man. That's it, man. I'm a realistic fan. I really don't feel like Shakur could beat. I would be rooting for him. I really would be, you know what I mean, thinking that
Right.
it's a matter of time before he get caught, man.
I mean, but
Like I
you
I
got to
got
be
to
don't.
think.
The
real.
margin for error is gonna be way too small, man. It's like Tank is gonna have to be pinpoint accurate to catch to split your Shakur Stevenson's defenses, man. And I just don't see that happening too often. Not as often as he was hitting Frank. I don't see him hitting Shakur that often, bro.
This
I
is
don't see
this
it.
is. I say this. I saw Tank against Frank taking one punch to give a punch, man. And I think he can do that. Shakur, take two just to give one, man. And that one could be deadly, man. That one could really put him down. I don't know what Shakur is going to do. Shakur being so afraid to let his hands go against that little man who was afraid of him and he knew he was afraid of him. That says something to me, man. And then he argued with folks. Like, that says something to me, man. That's a lot. I don't know.
I
I
understand.
understand it. I understand.
That's a good point.
It's
That's why
like
I think I got Tank winning
I,
personally. But
I had Shakur winning up until that point. I said, there ain't no way Shakur don't stop this dude. I felt the same way he did. And then I was watching it happen, and I'm like, yo, they giving him good advice. But then I'm like, oh, I see what it is. He don't want to get hit, and to cut the ring off, you gotta get hit eventually,
But
and then you
you
get, but
saying
it's strategically.
you
You
saying cut
so,
the ring off? That's not Shakur's style. Shakur is a
but that's
counterpuncher,
how
bro.
he was going to stop that dude. He was going to stop him going forward. That's
Well,
what
that's why
another
he did.
level of your game is, man. That he just
But that's
showed
just not.
another level of his game.
But you can't change a player game in the ninth inning, bro.
I
That's not
know that.
Shakur.
That's why you telling
That's
me he
like
gonna be able to stand in the pocket with Tank.
I
That ain't
no
gonna happen.
no no.
He's
I
not
never
gonna
said.
stand in the pocket with Tank.
I never
He's not
said he
gonna.
was gonna stand. Right.
Y'all saying he gonna be able to avoid getting in the pocket. I'm telling you, Tank is good enough to make it that kind of fight where eventually he gonna have to fight in the pocket.
How? How is Tank gonna do
How?
that?
Cutting off the ring. He gonna be there. I'm telling you, he gonna be there to be
He
punched.
doesn't. He's not gonna have to cut the ring off on Shakur. Shakur's gonna be around about mid distance. He's not gonna be in the pocket in the phone booth with him.
But
He'll
he
be
going
around about
yeah,
mid distance, take a half
and
step back.
Shakur
he
gonna be
gonna try to
he gonna
take
be
that
mid
half
distance.
step back, and he gonna try to take that half step back, and Tank gonna
Tank,
time it and be there with him,
yeah.
and they gonna be in the pocket, and it's gonna be trouble.
We'll see.
I
Like
just
I
Straight
think
said,
up
one.
trouble.
we'll see. We'll
I
see.
know.
We'll
That's what
see.
I say. I say we gotta see because I'm going off of just what I never been in the ring. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you
I
never
don't
been in the
know.
ring?
Shakur. I ain't never said I've been in the ring, man. I just been around the sport long enough. I've been around sports. I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
though, I could tell you this from everybody I've ever been around. They tell you it's different when you in the ring. They tell you it's different when you under them lights. They tell you it's different just being in front of people who know the sport. You could being in Mexico is different from being in Connecticut. Being in Connecticut is different from fighting in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? The fans is different. And that's why
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to get into this with you, Drake, at some point with the judges. It depends on where they come from. That's why you can't say people be getting robbed.
That's fair.
Them
That's
Jersey
fair.
judges, wanted to see people bang. I'm surprised Shakur got the victory like he did.
I thought it was gonna be much closer, but I mean, I think they knew what time it was too. That plays a factor in it, and also the dude what he stopped fighting after the 6th round. But yeah, Shakur got to show us, man. That's it. That's all. He got to show. He got to show us that. And like I said, Tank could get in there and get hit by Shakur jab and be like, "Fuck, I'm gonna stand out here like what's his name, Santos did. Fuck it, I'm gonna make it look like he running from me all fight." That's what it. That's how the motherfuckers end up looking like they running. The opponent helped them looking like that shit. You ain't going after that nigga.
It's gonna be Tank body work that really gets Shakur.
Yeah.
Cause you can move your head back, but your body gonna be right there. Tank know that shit.
And then what's gonna happen? His feet gonna slow down. I'm telling you, eventually you're gonna have to fight that man. And what y'all think gonna happen?
Who was that he fought? Who was that he fought, man, that was shifty, that kept moving? He just kept with the body shots. Was it Ryan? He did hella body work on Ryan. That was one thing. That was one thing. That's why Ryan got stopped. I'm gonna tell y'all the real. Ryan got hurt by a body shot in the 3rd round. Dude toughed it all the way out to the 9th round. He got hit 3 times in the 3rd round, in the 6th round, and in the 9th round he couldn't take it no more.
I didn't see
his
the fight.
rib was already broke though. Tank knew that already though.
Yeah, his rib was already broke.
Tank knew that already.
His wrist was broke before the fight, they were saying, but I think that's an excuse, man. Yeah, he can have it though.
Yeah, ain't no excuses.
If you
he
fight,
got in that ring,
man. Once you get in that ring, you can't start talking about shit is broke and hurting you,
Nope,
man.
you can't.
I don't want to hear that shit, nigga. You should say that shit before the fight, man.
Gabos, I got a question
What
for
Tank?
you.
I'm sorry,
If you that hurt, you postpone the fight.
Right. Gabos, have you seen Shakur get cut off before? Anybody cut Shakur off?
No, but this is what I'm saying. He ain't fought nobody that was really trying to get to him. Even Valdez.
What's up, man? Hey, what up?
Valdez was trying to get to him. So was
listen. Even Valdez at some point was like, "Yo, I could get to him. I just don't want to get. I don't want to get knocked out. This is my people's." So he let off the gas a little bit. That fight could have been a little more competitive if he wanted it to be. I don't think he could have won, but again, this is all. You know what I mean?
Subjective.
Yeah, I mean, I can't criticize these dudes. Valdez is one of my favorite fighters now because of that fight. Because Shakur was supposed to stop him then.
No, so
let's be real. We got to hold people to accountability, man. Like that's the thing is, I'm a Shakur fan, but we looking like, oh, he's so great. He's so good. What is he really? He's been running from cats. The jab is nice. The half step, the mid range. I'll say this.
Gabos, are you judging Shakur off one fight?
No, I'm saying his best looking fight really. His best looking work was Jamel.
How was he winning? How was he winning?
He's winning on.
Let me just do this.
I mean, he's winning. He's winning
on defense. I ain't saying
Hey, what are you guys talking about? What's up?
Hey, competition is deep. That's how he wins.
Well, here's the thing. You guys keep talking over each other, bro. Speak one at a time. Right.
So you asked me, who has he beat? Who has Shakur beat? Is that the question?
No, I don't have a question, dude. You guys fucking just like rambling. You guys are rambling, dude. Like fucking, what's going on here?
Well, we was talking about Shakur.
Hey, fuck that shit, bro.
What do you mean?
What? Who
is this?
You know what I mean? No, I'm just trying to drink some beer and shit. You guys want to chill or what? Come on. No, I just came across this shit. Fucking, what are you guys talking about? All I hear is fucking some bullshit, dude. Like, speak right.
Bro, who the fuck is this dude? This dude is fucking casual.
Hey, man, get this dog breathing on the
Yeah, that was weird.
Fucking weird,
dog breathing, Budweiser drinking ass.
That shit was wild crazy. Wild crazy, man. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Niggas popping to the phone like, what?
I don't even know what you're talking about, man. But Ultimate.
I ain't know what I said. Who the hell on here? Roberto Duran? Who is this? Caesar Chavez? Like who the hell is this?
These motherfuckers weird, bro. They got too much time in their hands, man.
Yeah, but anyway, what was he? Oh, Shakur. Listen, we can't say that Tank is gonna cut Shakur off because Shakur has never been cut off. We can't say Shakur is gonna knock Tank Davis out because Shakur is not really a power puncher like that. What we can say is Shakur has the tools to go all 12 rounds. And if it goes all 12 rounds, Shakur has a great possibility, good chances of winning.
I'll point him. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what we can say. What we
I
can't say
disagree with your
is
premise, though.
but no, I'm just being real. What we can't say is, oh well, Tank just gonna get in there and knock him out. You can say that, but what is that based on? That's
It's
I
because
disagree with your
Tank's
premise,
not
though. I disagree with
But I,
your premise, Dree. You
how.
say Shakur ain't never been cut off, but he ain't really been faced with a top notch competition like that has the talent and
That
ability to cut
that's
anybody off, let alone
that don't have
Shakur.
nothing. That don't
But
have
we
nothing to do
know,
with the
but
question
hold
though.
on, let me finish. Let me finish though.
Uh-huh.
But we know Tank can cut the ring off. We've seen him cut the ring off on people that's moving, shifty, athletic, taller than him, bigger than him. No matter what, he cutting the ring off on everybody he faced.
But that's not fair to
So,
say. But you can say that we've seen Tank do it, but we haven't seen him do it against Shakur. So we can't say one gonna
right,
do
of
it without
course
the
not.
other one, right?
I'm not saying he
That's like
gon'
us
I didn't
saying
say, but wait a
what?
minute. I didn't
Yeah,
say he gon' cut him off. I just
right.
said we've seen him cut the ring off on people, and we've seen him do it in like exquisite fashion. Like it's like we know he can cut the ring off. I'm not saying he gonna do it against Shakur. I'm just saying we know he has that talent. We
Right.
haven't seen Shakur face somebody with that level of skill that can cut the ring off on anybody.
That's not
That's all
fair.
I'm saying.
But that's not fair to say because the answer to the question is no, you haven't seen Shakur get cut off, right? We can't get into well, he hasn't fought the right because that's subjective then. You know what I'm saying? Because we can say De Los Santos was top 10 fighter, whatever, X whatever he was. We can say that,
Mm-hmm.
but that'd be subjective. So what we can say is no, we haven't seen Shakur get cut off. Yes, Tank can cut off the ring. You know what I mean? Tank does have knockout power. These are facts. You know what I mean? We can't get into the subjective talk. No, we haven't seen Shakur get the ring cut off, but he hasn't faced the talent as good. Now you're being subjective. Now it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? We can't say that. It's just a yes or no. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's keep it black and white.
but this, I
Drink,
guess this is what we're saying.
right?
Is this right? We can't say that Tank is going to cut the ring off and all of this. We can say this though. We seen Shakur get caught trying to step back. We seen Shakur trying to, we
Good
seen
point.
Shakur get hit. And what we saying is all it's going to take is one. You got to acknowledge that as well. It's
I
only
Yeah,
going
know
to
who
That's a
take
that.
good
one.
point.
I
I
do.
You
agree.
know who used that moniker for the longest,
What?
and it worked up until it didn't.
What?
Deontay
Deontay
Wilder.
Wilder. You can't just say all it takes is one, bro.
But
Because what
we
happens
know
when that one don't show up?
Yeah, you need
he
you
gonna
need to
get
have a
out, he gonna get
multitude.
beat up and out point,
Yeah, but
and
see,
that's
that's
what
what
we
it's
coming to see.
that's where
That's
the
where Candy
subjective.
comes in, though.
Yeah, that's where
Hmm?
the subjective talk comes in. All it takes is one, but you don't know if he's even going to land that one. You think of this. I'm not comparing the two, but look at Ali and Foreman. They thought Foreman was just going to annihilate Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? But he didn't even touch Muhammad Ali. You feel me? And now let me go back to this. Tank gets touched. Did you see his face after the Frank
I
Martin fight?
did. I
He does
did.
get
Yeah,
touched.
Yeah.
yeah,
Shit
yeah.
after the
I mean,
what's my man name? Santa Cruz fight.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see him with the Barrios fight?
I
Tank
mean,
was
it's,
losing those fights, bro. So we
I
can't
would say
huh?
look at TC face versus who was that? Sean
Hell,
Porter,
bro.
Yeah.
Kell Brook. Yeah, that
Look,
was
Michelle
who it
Bro.
was.
at
It was
Earl's
Kell
out the
Brook.
Porters.
Yeah.
Sean Porter was a top notch
Yeah.
fighter though. I
Yeah.
mean,
I
Well,
mean,
who is
what
Shakur?
you gonna say about Kell Brook?
And that's what
Kell
I'm
Brook.
saying. So think about it. If
Y'all,
Shakur
y'all,
natural abilities is gonna be better than Tank's when Tank miss, and his pinpoint accuracy and not being able to get hit, it's hard to get caught like that.
And that's my thing. With
Unless
Tank
you got a
being
memory
Y'all
lapse
take
and you
and,
just
and with Tank is off balance too. Tank get a little careless too. He reach, he's sluggish, and what
well, he
is
gonna
the
have to
jab gonna
reach.
do against distance? Distance nullifies the jab, brothers. So Tank is not gonna have that jab to rely on. He's only gonna have a brick hand. That's what he's gonna be reduced to. And he's gonna have to charge, get in close. And I think that Shakur, that plays right in Shakur's alley, counter punching and getting the fuck out the way.
Yeah, that makes me feel better.
Yeah, getting the fuck out the way. And Tank does get hit. We seen that, and we just named off what
that's my
5,
point. If
6
his
people.
face get marked up by them guys, what you think it's gonna do?
Yeah,
Y'all call them pillow fists, let them keep hitting
right,
them in the same spot.
right.
Yeah, you
Now,
ain't gonna be pillow fist again.
have you seen Shakur even get tired? His endurance is well. He can stay in there. He's not gonna gas out in 3, 4 rounds like Frank does. He gonna keep it going.
Yeah, but Frank was getting some work to the body though.
Yeah.
I think Shakur gonna get work to the body as well. But
How?
He got to get in and do it. Though.
I think
Yeah.
so.
How? I mean, but I'm saying
catch him
y'all
going
saying
out,
this.
catch him.
How?
So
How is
the
Tank
way
gonna get to
I
the
think
body?
the way I see it possible, because when Shakur is leaning back, he oftentimes will have his hands, covered in missiles. So Tank will punch, where his hands are. He'll punch through his guard while he's guarding his midsection. He'll throw,
But how though? He's 4 inches. He's got 4 inches to make up. You don't think he's gonna get touched? The counter coming in.
If Valdez got him,
he will get touched.
Okay.
But
Valdez could get to
Tank
him.
doesn't care. Tank doesn't care about getting hit.
Yeah, that's
it
the
ain't
problem.
It's not the Tank don't care about getting touched. It's the point that Tank is gonna get touched, and that touch equals a point. That point equals ring generalship.
That's fair. That is fair.
You see what I'm saying? That point equals ring generalship. And we know that Tank is a slow starter for 1. For 2, he does get hit. His defensive suspect. For 3, Tank is often down on the cards by going into the 4th, 5th rounds even.
That's fair. Yeah, and I don't think you can't really do that against the Shakur, because once you get that lead and momentum,
there you go.
Then it's very hard to take it back.
There you go. Now, I'm not saying that if Tank does touch him, what's gonna happen? I don't know. We know what happens when Tank touch him, motherfucker. So I ain't gonna sit up there and say, well, if Tank touch him, he just gonna brush it off. Like, no, I don't know how Shakur is gonna react, because Shakur really doesn't get hit. And the stats say that.
17%.
The stats say that. Don't trust Drico. Look at the stats. He's number 1 in opponents landed against him. So
no matter if you stay running or whatever, you got to be able to cut the ring off to hit him.
Yeah. And he don't only run, he hits you, then he get the fuck out the way.
Yeah.
Well, that's not running. That's his defensive forward, man. They ain't running. I know a lot of casuals say he ain't running. He's a master.
That's what they say, though.
Range.
That's what they say when you can't hit somebody. He running.
Yeah.
But he could be standing right in front of you.
That's called
boxing. About Karen. Yeah. He said Karen was running. That nigga wasn't running.
Yeah.
He was avoiding. He was using his feet. Yeah. You couldn't stop him. Yeah.
But that being said, but us saying that though, I think it kind of, to the Tank fans, it equals to them that we think that Shakur is gonna wash him, which I think Shakur can wash him if Shakur come in there with a nice game plan.
I can see him 8-4 him on the cards for sure, Drake. I can see it 8-4 on the cards. Easy.
Yeah. If he
just
come
with his
in there,
natural abilities.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he come in there with a good game plan, I think he can wash Tank Davis and make it look easy.
I
He
think
can
it
get
could
washed
be
too,
6.
though. That power is a
think-
motherfucker. He can get washed also.
Yeah, I think it could be 6-2 Shakur and it end in the 8th, Tank knockout.
Yeah.
How is he going to be 6'2"
we've
Shakur?
seen Tank down on cards before and been able to pull that off. So I can't sit here and be like, nah, that ain't gonna happen. It could.
That's what I see exactly happening.
See, this is the incredible stuff I'm talking about. How can it be 6'2" Tank Davis? No way can Tank Davis outbox Shakur.
No,
that's not going to happen.
No. He said 6'2" in favor of Shakur, and Tank to stop. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he said 6'2" in favor of Shakur, and then Tank just get him out of there.
Oh yeah. Tank got that ability. He got the brick hand. No question.
Yeah.
That's exactly the way I see it playing out, man. I see.
I mean, it could happen like that for sure. It
I
could.
see him looking phenomenal in the first 4 rounds.
I
Like,
just don't see him being able to cover that distance with his short arms. You know,
I
you got to
know
jab to get in at least. You feel what I'm
this is
saying?
what makes him. This is what makes him such a fan favorite and a great, all-time great. Is that he
Yeah,
got to show up for us. I'm
he
saying,
don't throw a lot of punches, so we got
yeah,
to see how he gonna be able
yeah,
to do it.
I
you're
think
right. I'm saying, what I saw previously, he's an all-time great. This will prove it. Now, if he don't, he fighting against another kid that could be an all-time great.
All time
This
great.
is
Yeah,
yeah.
it worked
This is
both
a
ways.
This is the same thing with Crawford and Spence. Take nothing away from Spence, man. He's an all-time great when it comes
yeah.
down to I'm gonna stand in front of you and I'm gonna just beat the fuck out of you. Not every fighter can he beat. That's an all-time great. It's a lot of them that's gonna move and knock his ass out.
Yeah, there's
It's
always
just
somebody better.
that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, that I mean I agree, but don't take it the wrong way, Gabos. I think what people misconstrue what I say when I say like Shakur going float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I'm not taking nothing away from Tank because this is what Core do.
Yeah,
Tank knock motherfuckers out.
yeah,
So when I say Tank is flat footed, Tank is
yeah.
a flat footed. I think he's a slugger. He's a flat foot slugger. He backs up, he baits you, and he launches off that left hand. He can walk you down, but Tank
Listen,
don't dance around flicking his jab because he's too short.
here's why I wouldn't bet on the fight. I listen to these fighters and pay attention. Tank said something in an interview that made me really realize Shakur had a chance to just wash him up until his last fight. Was that if I fight him, all you're gonna do is just run. And to me, when a fighter just say that, you telling me you ain't gonna you ain't gonna
He
be
don't
able to
got the
cut the
will to
ring
get him.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
Yeah,
cut off the ring. I ain't gonna be able to get to him. And he's gonna go in that ring and make it look like Shakur ran from him the whole time and try to win it on the cards. And I'm gonna tell you that Canelo shit only worked for Canelo. It don't work for us.
yeah.
Excuse me, I like to call him sentiment. But
Yeah.
yeah, the whole point is it could go. I feel you, man. I'm rooting for Shakur actually, but I'm not. Tank is great, man. Y'all saw what he did his last fight. We move on too quick too. These fights is great.
Oh yeah, they're spectacular. They
We've been
spectacular.
seeing some great fights.
Yeah, Tank is spectacular. I don't know, man. I just think I think Shakur got if going in there with the right game plan, it'd be easy for Shakur. But like I said, Tank he got that neutralizer. And also what Tank said, I'm gonna chase you around the ring. All you're gonna do is run. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
gamesmanship. I think that's Tank's way of trying to bait him into saying,
Get
I'm
him
gonna
in the
stay in the pocket and
standstill.
fight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Again, that's why they gotta get in the ring.
Yeah,
But
Tank
That's
listen
all.
though,
smart, but
Drake, you
now,
hit on that though, Drake. Hey,
huh?
Tank is the master, like Floyd, in that gamesmanship
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
outside of that trash talking and all that.
yeah,
He can get that dude to get him so mad, like Duran did Sugar Ray Leonard, talking
yeah,
about his
Mm-hmm.
girl and all kind of standing here and fight.
bruh,
Nah, I
Mm-hmm.
got
bruh.
your ass.
But one thing about Tank though, he mean what he say. It's confident. He mean what he say. When he was talking to Frank, he was saying all facts with Frank. You know what I mean? He's like, man, I'm gonna break. Look at your face, man. I'm gonna
Yeah,
fuck you. I'm gonna knock your daddy. Gonna see you knock. And when he ran into the daddy in the back, did you see when he ran into the daddy in the corridor? And he said, I'm gonna knock your son out, sir.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Damn, I ain't
That's
see that. Damn.
yeah. You
Yeah,
gotta.
damn.
I'm gonna try to look that up. Did you see it, Goon?
I don't think
I'm gonna
I seen
find
that,
it.
Drake. Yeah,
I'm
damn.
gonna
It was
find it.
they was both going into like a press conference and they ran into each other and he was like, I'm gonna knock your son out, sir.
Was Frank with him?
Yeah, Frank was with
Probably.
him. It was their little entourage going in. They was both
Damn.
going into that, I think it was the Gilly podcast or something like that.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
he,
Hey,
yeah,
bro. Hey, real quick, man. If we
yeah.
could, real quick, can we touch on the Jay Prince and the Cam? You know, shout out to Cam them. I fuck with them hard, bro. But I'm gonna go first on this one, dog.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Come on, Jay Prince, bro. Let's keep it a bean, bro. You not covering that fade. You gonna have another nigga cover it for you, bro. So I don't like that
They
type
can't
shit,
even
bro.
do that.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, come on, man. Y'all niggas, let's
You don't
get
gotta take
money.
that criticism, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Like, we don't gotta agree with you, bro, because you Jay Prince. Like, fuck, what the fuck
yeah.
is you mean, bro? Fuck that, man. I don't like that
and
shit,
you
bro.
wrong. He wrong. They wrong.
Yeah, you got to pull your young dog up and be like, look, bro, you fucking up.
Yeah.
Period. Same shit me and Drake pulled Trey up on basketball shit, bro. Come on, man. I
Yeah.
seen you on that video, bro. Look like you ain't on weight, bro. Get your
Yeah.
shit together.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah.
We be on his ass like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to
Yeah.
be though. You need people like that. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Again, when we talk about last fight, man, that's the problem with Shakur. You know, his granddad should have been like, "Shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah. If I
I'm
was his
talking
granddaddy,
to you, man."
bro, I would have slapped him like Tito did. Tito daddy used to do him. Slap the
Really?
shit out of
Yeah.
Tito, go out there and knock a nigga the fuck out after he gets slapped.
Yeah. I got to. Wake the
Shout
fuck
out to
up,
Tito
man.
Trinidad, one of my all-time.
Yeah. No, I think Jay Prince better stay his ass out of New York. He should learn his lesson when they snatched his chain up here, and he tried to call Hocus 4/5 and say,
Oh,
"Hey,
did they really do that?
yeah, get my boy chain back." And Hocus 4/5 was like, "I ain't getting shit back, nigga." You know what I'm saying? And then he tried it with Young Boy. You know, Young Boy ain't got no
NBA
sense.
young boy don't give a fuck.
Young Boy told him to blow his Peter.
Yeah, he
You know what
did.
I'm saying? Like,
Invited
so
him to the thing.
yeah, but Jay Prince will get you up out of here though. You seen that with the Migos. He will
Oh
get you up
yeah.
out of here. You know what I'm
But that's
saying?
the thing, though. It
But
ain't
that was
like
an
he
accident,
should
though.
be in that work, though.
Them boys wasn't even about that life, man.
Yeah. He will
They
get
fell
you up
right
out of
into
here.
that.
So even though he old, you can't underestimate him. But Jay, you can't come up here. You leave that down there in Texas or wherever you can't come up here to New York. It's you, boy. This is where you would be at if you come up here with that. You know what I mean?
Also, he got to
Like,
realize
But I'm getting that
niggas.
he ain't gonna be the nigga that come though. That's what
I
I'm
mean, they
saying.
used to
So you're
call
not really covering the
Mace
fade.
Murder Mace for a reason back in the day.
You're not really covering the fade, bro.
right.
But here's the thing: is also niggas ain't gambling with the ops like the Migos was. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have to work to touch niggas now. He ain't got that much money like he used to have.
Man,
In the 80s.
this all of that media talk that old cat doing, bro. You like, man, these young cats don't mind now. They get you up out of here too. They want to
Yeah,
do something. You know what I
That's what
mean?
I'm saying.
They want to do something. You
In
Cam them
his
got
city.
enough money. Now they got hitters. Cam don't even talk like that, man. We used to whoop Cam. Cam be running, man. He a hooper. Cam is a basketball player. Mace got a right hand. No, I think he left-handed. Mace he done stretched a few niggas before. You know what I mean? Like he can punch. Mace got a punch.
Yeah,
You
but
know what I
Cam,
mean?
they say Cam used to box too. His uncle used to own a boxing gym or some shit.
Nah, man. Cam got chased out of everywhere up here, bro. You seen it at the Rucker. I put it up there. He got chased out the
yeah. He
Rucker by
said
3
out of
niggas.
everywhere.
Yeah,
The
Cam.
whole
But Mace,
the whole
keep it
dip set.
funky though. Mace been chased out of a lot of shit too though.
Mace has too.
Yeah, they got that Mace ass too. Yeah, for sure.
Mace has too. And keep it fun. Drake have been chased out of a lot of shit before. You know what I'm saying?
A good run be the bad loss, dog.
Hey man, listen, man. Because you know we mob up here, bro. Like we ain't got no games. That's for the young niggas. When we come 40, 50 deep. That's a hell of a ass whooping when you 3 deep and 50 motherfuckers is coming at you talking about Bronx, nigga. Like, let's get fuck on out of here, bro. You know what I mean? Like, let's get out. We ain't run, but we briskly walk out the shop. You know what I mean? So you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. You know what I'm saying?
There you
But
go.
Be smart and be dead.
Camden was hoopers. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't no street cats. Cats was paying them to stay out of the street. Like, what is y'all doing out here? Man, here goes some money. Y'all keep on hooping. That type. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas was all Americans. They never was in the street. So niggas was jealous of them. They was hitting women and all of that. Then Cam got on, Mace got money. Now they really hitting women. Now the niggas that don't like them more now. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's always the home niggas that don't like you. Niggas that love you anywhere but home.
Why is it that you can't have your opinion on shit? Why is your opinion got to be whatever the fighter's shit is, though? Shakur was out of pocket, bro. Like,
Shakur was out of
was
pocket.
out
you
of
know what I
pocket.
mean?
Shakur out of pocket, man, but he got to stick up for himself.
He
Just
do.
like they attacked
Yeah,
him.
right, but it's the way you go about it, though, man.
But he got to
Like,
realize these fans is what will get him the money that he got, bro.
Yeah.
yes.
But see, we also got to realize too, when you antagonizing these guys are fighters.
True.
So they first thing
Defensive
is
by
gonna
nature.
be, they're not gonna say, "Hey man, I want to talk to you." They're gonna be like, "Nigga, let's fight." What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I
That's
don't
what
think
they
Cam and
do.
Mace were antagonizing him, though. It
Huh?
was just, Cam and Mace, in my opinion, weren't antagonizing him.
Yeah. I mean, you can say that, but when anytime you say something negative about a motherfucker, like if they hear it, I don't want to hear nothing negative about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? One time my barber had my line crooked. I knew it was crooked. But if a nigga cracked on me and said, "Man, your line crooked," I'm trying to punch him in the mouth. You know, you don't want to hear nothing negative, even though it's the truth. You don't want to hear it. And them niggas laughing at you too, man. You know how Mason Cam is, bro.
Yeah,
Them niggas
they
got,
silly with it, boy. They
man, they
silly
went
with it.
viral with it, nigga. And then you got to hear this shit like 20 times a day.
Can't go to the barber
Yeah,
shop. Can't go nowhere.
yeah.
You gotta hear this shit. Hey man, these niggas went viral just off that one clip, nigga, and they laughing at, and then they made a joke out of you talking about you wanted to fight them. They like, nigga, we don't fight, we don't box, nigga. No
Right.
rematch hands. Man,
He
them niggas
ejected
think,
that nigga in the ring.
yeah, them niggas think everything funny, man. So how can you even, bro? Let him have it, Core. Let him have it. But
You
he
gotta let
stuck
him
up
have
for himself. You know what I mean? They beat him because that's what they do. They comedians and they talk. They're New York nigga. We talk slick. We do that all day long, bro. Like we bring up cracking on people. Like
it.
it ain't too
Right.
many people that's gonna out crack me, bro. Like I make the prettiest girl have low self-esteem. I make Holly Berry think she ugly by the time she leaves, bro.
Yeah.
We New
Fucked up.
Yorkers, bro. We'll break a nigga down like that. Y'all see me break niggas down on the post. Like I talk, that's what we do, bro. We brung up, we slap box in the street. That's why our hand game good. And we Jones on each other all the time. So when a nigga come at us, like we want a nigga to come. We bait every day. I bait a nigga to come at me on the post. I be waiting. You know what I mean? So I can unleash these jokes on them. But they don't, you know what I'm saying? So that's what Cam them do. They couldn't wait for a nigga. They say what they say, and then if you say something back to them, they got a clip full waiting for you because that's what we do.
Already in the holster.
Yeah, yeah. That look at Bhouse, man. We talk shit. I just talked shit for what 5 minutes straight about 20 minutes ago. We New Yorkers, bro. We talk shit. It'd be funny. We be halfway serious. It'd be the truth, but it'd be just a funny way of putting it. And that's
Yeah.
just the New York way. That's just New York style. Texas got their style. Wherever you from, you got your own lingo, bro. And that's just what we do here in New York. We Jones on you. We get down on you. But Corey just gotta concentrate. If he really want to do that, bro, he gotta stay out of the limelight. I think he kind of not jealous, but I think he kind of envious of Tank and Haney. They get the limelight,
And he
a
don't.
little
Yeah,
more than him. Yeah, so he throws a temper tantrum.
he got to beat them. He got to beat them in the ring.
Yeah,
Take that
yeah,
fan base.
yeah.
I think he beats Haney. Personally, I think he has a good chance to stop Haney. Because my opinion, I'm gonna cut you off, Drake.
No.
You know, I don't
Go
think
ahead.
Haney got what it take to deal with Shakur, man.
Mm.
I'm being real. Yeah, Q, the
I,
inside game ain't there for Haney. A lot of things ain't there for Haney, man.
when Haney whooped Regis though, I said, "Oh shit, he might get Shakur."
He
You think
did
so?
though. He did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I
He
did.
did. He
Yeah,
did.
yeah, but
I,
Regis ain't the kind of boxer Shakur is. He's not. Regis is good, but he's not. I don't know, man. I can't say. I think Shakur is just way better from like a skill
Haney
set
showed me
standpoint.
power, and that was something, and confidence, and that was something that I hadn't seen in Haney. Goon said it though. Goon was like, "Man, yeah, you finna watch Regis," and I was like, "Yeah, right, nigga. Regis finna set left hand. Man, that nigga got there and whoop Regis, man. Shit."
He
I
beat the
said,
Drake
fuck
was
out
"Okay,
of
like,
Regis.
God damn. He said, I got a hair go mouth with this
yes, I
shit.
did. Yes, I did."
I thought he was gonna beat Ryan like that.
Nah, I thought he was gonna outbox Ryan, but
Yeah, I thought he was
man,
gonna outbox Ryan because
that's what I understand.
Ryan got a
My
good
bad, Drake.
hand too. No. Ryan got that left hand, bro.
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna beat that motherfucker back. Just beat him back.
I thought he was gonna make Ryan quit.
Yeah.
But Ryan let you know off gate. Ryan told you can't even punch. I'm not even worried about you punching me and hurting me.
Yeah.
You can't punch.
Yeah.
See, and that's that they know each other, man. These fighters, they've been fighting each other since little
Yeah.
kids, so they know each other. You know what I mean?
You get an extra boost.
Yeah, yeah. So when he said that, he's saying shit that don't. Tank said it to Frank. Tank said, they know who I am, nigga. Who is you? You didn't start boxing until you was grown. You're a grown man, brother.
That
You
shit
know what I'm
pissed me
saying?
a lot.
Man, Tank had so many quotables, bro. It was like that man, listen, Tank, man, that nigga was like a little kid. That nigga went and sat on the speaker and was like, Earl. Like Earl called me and told me something about you, Frank. I said, man, this nigga Tank is childish.
Man, it's fuck. It's fuck.
This nigga
The
Tank
jumper
is
that man.
childish.
Yeah. Because he
Yeah,
should have
but
never flinched at that man at a press conference like that.
yeah, that was wild. Right then,
Yeah,
that got him.
Benavidez did Bud like that. Swung on
Yeah,
him.
yeah,
No, I mean my bad. Bud swung on Benavidez like that.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I mean that looked a little different. Benavidez touched him. Frank was just chilling, and he knew Frank was chilling and
yeah,
relaxed.
yeah. But listen, I think Tank knew. Tank, you know when somebody's scared of you, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah,
if y'all ever been in a position where a nigga talking shit to you, then you walk up on him, and then the nigga like,
Yeah,
whoa, you can tell when the nigga scared of you. Tank
you
was
can
like your
tell.
lip quivering.
yeah.
You scared now. You scared.
Yeah,
But Tank
yeah.
sense that. You know what I mean? Just like that energy, bro. If you giving off that nervous energy, man, I'm gonna pick up on it.
Yeah.
Them niggas gonna pick because they apex predators.
That's
TC
what's up.
picked up on Earl Spence's body language, bro. That's why he kept
Yeah,
coming at him like he was coming at. He was
yeah,
like, okay, nigga, all right, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
yeah,
take a belt to your ass, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't even gonna get mad at you because
yeah.
I don't have to get mad at you.
Hey,
You know?
look, fellas, though, man, I appreciate y'all for coming on today, man.
Oh
Goon
no,
gotta
nigga,
get
you ain't
something
going
to eat.
nowhere, nigga.
I
When's
gotta
the
get
next
something
one?
to eat, bro. I'm about to pass the fuck out
And
of
When's the
fuck
next
your
one?
stomach, nigga.
fuck
Fuck
Yeah,
your
your
Goon.
stomach.
Y'all gonna be on tomorrow too?
Huh?
You want us to be?
Yeah, yeah. Shit, we aim to please. We be back on this motherfucker again tomorrow.
Yeah,
5:30.
I'll be on too. Shit.
5:30. We can do it again tomorrow. 5:30. I'm with it. I'm with the
All right.
shits.
I'm with it. Shit, I'll be on.
Already.
Okay, Brandon. Hey, Brandon gonna buy about 20 cars. Every time we come on, Brandon gonna be buying a car.
We gonna tell that nigga we rescheduled tomorrow. That nigga gonna say, I got another kid. Nigga, I gotta go get
That
another
nigga
car.
said, yeah, dog, I'm about to buy my third car.
Get your car game up, nigga.
That nigga B House gonna run out of cars. He gonna start buying airplanes.
We gonna make that nigga go broke buying cars, dog. Stay away from me, dog.
Oh
Oh shit.
shit.
Oh shit. Oh
All right,
man, but good
fellas,
talking
man.
to y'all fellas,
Tomorrow,
man.
5:30. We back on this shit again, yo.
For
Word.
sure.
Right. All right.
Peace.
Sir,
All
y'all have
Fellas,
a
right,
good one.
peace,
blessings,
dog.
blessings.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.